Well, you guys ready?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Ready, dope.
All right, let's do it.
This is the 50,000 watt voice of the numbers guys in the Motor City.
And now, live from Studio 8B, it's time to BS with the guys.
What is going on, Numbers Nation? Are numbos and numsies? Did we ever come up with a solution for that?
Numrods? Not bad.
Numrods. I like that.
Oh boy. Well, hey, we are the Numbers Guys. I'm JT, also known as Mr. Midwest, and this show is BS. Daryl, you know what that stands for?
I want to say bottling solutions.
Correct. Bottling Solutions. Fire up the line. Schlemizel, Schlemazel. Haas and Pfeffer Incorporated. Laverne and Shirley. Next question. If you're joining us live on YouTube, hey, is it good to be with you? It's great to be with you. Please feel free to go ahead and hop in that chat and say hello. And if you're catching us on the Oxygen Network and syndication, how are you doing? You're in for a real treat here. Thanks for checking us out. But either way, a like, that's a thumbs up. That's a like. Or a subscription, or both would be awesome. That would make Rich's day. He's had a rough day. You going to postulate tonight?
Long day.
No, I think I postulated enough for a little bit.
All right. Just checking.
Takes 2 weeks to reload.
Getting older.
Well, I'll tell you what. Getting older. And with me for the entire hour, well, we have my boy Tones.
I'm here. I'm still recouping from a awesome Monday night. Here's a tip. If you have 8 beers before halftime, don't take a gummy if somebody throws it in your face.
That's pro tip.
Focus goes way down the tubes for the second half. So, but I enjoyed the game. Fun experience. Paid for it on Halloween. But I'm here. We're good.
This is a better betting tip.
There you go. That is for better betting. And once again, back is the incredible Ryan Manimal, the incannibal D. I think I'm going to quote Chuck D every time now.
I've never been called that.
You ever know? You know that song? Bring the Noise?
Yeah, I've heard it.
On Chuck D, on Public Enemies.
Yeah, were there guest appearances on that song?
There was a remake with Anthrax.
Yes.
That they did. Yeah.
Anthrax and Biohazard.
That was somebody else.
Oh.
So
Gosh.
I noticed you're wearing an Adidas sweatshirt tonight.
I did this.
Cursive.
That is correct. I didn't recognize it
That's
at
a
first.
fancy Adidas.
It's hard to read cursive.
Well, it is.
I like your sweatshirt over there.
Well, thanks. Yeah, I'm repping the Vegas Stats and Information Network.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I might have a little Taco Bell on it from earlier, but that's okay.
You see it?
Get Stormy to sign that next time.
I would love to have Stormy to sign it.
Oh,
Is that a bootleg VSiN sweatshirt?
Okay, Rich, how are you tonight?
What are you implying? He made it himself?
No, I wouldn't make it. I
Bangladesh.
don't have those kind of tools. How you doing, Richie?
Doing great, Jim. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty well. You excited for a good Numbers Guys show, if not the best Numbers Guys show?
I'm always pumped.
it's always a good.
You know, I'm always pumped to give me the picks, even though I go 2-4 every week. It seems lately a little bit quicksand here.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's not bad.
Yeah, 2-4, we'll take it.
Well, I started 0-4, so I'm going to take the 2-4.
Yeah, you're off to a rough start this
finished
past
strong,
week and finished
But
strong.
that finishing
Mo,
strong could carry on
Lions.
to next week.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
the Kings of Lion.
The Kings of Lion came through.
They sure did.
I do have a Ram at home, though. I'm not postulating, but and we're gonna ram it home. I'm gonna put the 7-0 title on the line tonight.
You have a Ram at home.
I do.
You didn't tell us that ahead of time.
No, I saved it for the show.
Okay.
Why don't you just do
These
a-
are real reactions, folks.
Can you
is
do
real
a,
time.
Can
This
you
is
do a
real time.
6-unit ram at home and just go all in?
I thought about it, Tones,
Yeah.
but for the sake of the show, I want to go over some more picks.
Okay.
I do have a 7:30 pick though. If I could
Understandable.
just throw it real quick.
Yeah, throw it out. Sure.
I'm going with the
My camera.
Dukies. So anybody listening that rides with me every week, taking Duke -6, I think 6.5, 6, whatever they offer on DK right now.
Okay.
All right.
The Dukesters.
The Dukesters.
Well, folks at home,
I got a pick for that 8 o'clock.
I was going to get to that. You just
do we
want
need
to
to-
launch
should
those
throw it
out
up.
now?
Yeah.
I don't know. No, we don't have to if we can wait. Let's wait.
Well, it is an hour show.
That's
So in
right.
theory,
This will be done before then.
yeah.
Some time.
Yeah, that's worked out. Never.
Are we doing
It's
30
never
minutes of
once.
football before the picks? I think
better
Joe should
believe it.
probably jump in real
You
quick.
better believe it. In fact, I'm going to talk about what we're going to do tonight, but we are the only show.
In town.
The only show.
Nationwide.
I'm not. We're
On Garfield
four.
Road?
Count them. Me plus 3, 4 finance guys, 4 longtime friends get together every Thursday night, except possibly next Thursday. There may only be 3 of us.
Oh,
Rich informed us he may not be able to be here. But this Thursday, anyway, there's 4 of us. We get together, we drink some beer, we talk about sports, drink a little bourbon maybe, talk about bourbon.
chew bubble gum.
It begins with a B. That's in play. Or an S. Anything with a B and an S, that's what we do.
Boobs?
And we talk about boobs. Not
is-
usually on the air, though.
Always
You know,
viable.
we have a killer show, though. Let me tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go over last week's picks. We're going to take a peek at the standings to see where all the numbers guys stand in relation to one another. We're going to do some trivia because every week we got to determine who will be buying the beer for the future week. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to cover every single, what is there this week? 14 NFL games this week or 13?
Yeah, it's a later
How many
week.
teams
No.
running by?
No.
15.
12?
Only
12.
12 games?
No, I think you're right. I think it is 14.
Wow.
14 NFL games. And we attempt to do that, folks, in just 30 short minutes. And we've yet to do it. Tonight may be the night, though.
It's the night.
We're going to do that. Then, of course, towards the end of the show, we're going to give out our top picks, which, if you are a sports bettor, you're going to want to stay tuned for those. Believe me, they're usually pretty good.
I think by the NFC Championship week, we'll get it done in 30 minutes.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be down to what?
Talk about each game for
2 games?
2 games?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 games. We should be
15
able to cover
minutes
that.
each.
And also kicking off tonight at 8:25 or 8:15.
It's either 8:15 or 8:16, depending on if you're a DraftKings or a FanDuel guy.
Oh, they put them differently, huh?
Yes.
Their clocks are not
Yeah,
in sync.
we do have the
It's not Greenwich time.
GMT.
But we're changing the clocks, right?
We got when's that?
Shoot.
This Saturday.
That could be a
That's
problem.
Saturday?
Or Sunday
Oh,
morning,
fallback.
technically, I think.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
I hate that
Fall
time of year.
back. So now the
that's a
1
good time of
o'clock
year.
games
What?
are officially at.
Gaining an hour.
We're gaining an hour of sleep though.
Extra hour
yeah.
sleep.
Oh, okay, I like that time of year.
Fall
That's a good-
back. That's what you want.
Correction.
Spring forward, no good.
No good springing.
Should have flagged me on that.
Well, wasn't sure if maybe you don't like an extra hour of sleep.
No, I like an extra hour. Believe me, everybody could use a little extra.
Extra hour of postulating at night.
Whatever you want to use your time for, postulating or
It's a
sleeping.
good idea. Tom.
You choose.
I'm with you there.
Titans and Steelers in Pittsburgh tonight. Thursday Night Football on Amazon Prime. Does anybody have any picks for that one?
Yes.
Okay.
You do? I didn't touch it.
I got DeAndre Hopkins, anytime TD.
Okay.
I figure if anybody's going to score a TD in this game, anybody,
Anybody?
It's got to be him.
it's probably him.
Okay.
Sure.
Hot last week.
Had 2 last week, and I still think he's a top 5 receiver in the league. Don't know where he's been the last 2 years, but
He's no People's
He had
Jones.
a really
but
good year with Arizona. He only played like 7 or 8 games because he was suspended. But if you would have put his season over the full, his 7 games over the full 16, he would have had like 1,500 yards or something like that.
what do you call that, Jimmy, when you stretch it out based
Extrapolate.
That's
based on how many games that they actually played, converting it into a
extrapolated.
full
Into a
season.
full season. So if I
Yeah.
played one game for 16 years, I just add those up. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I have no idea what you would call
Not
that.
bad. In the
It's,
NBA, they have a stat where they call it. I forget what they call it, but basically they decide it's if you played 48 minutes which
Okay.
is a normal NBA game, that's what you would average. And
Okay.
It makes marginal players look really good,
Gotcha.
because they might score 2 points in 2 minutes. Then all of a
Oh,
sudden-
they're coming off the bench, right? They're playing 10 minutes.
Is that a real stat?
Yeah.
You know what might
I don't
be
know what
fun?
it's called, but
There's a term for that in bowling too.
Oh.
where you have a strike or you have a 300 game, but it's not in the same game, but it's over 12 frames.
sure.
Oh, wait.
Like a Tiger Slam.
I heard this term before.
It would be fun if we called Uncle Vince and got him on the phone live.
Yeah.
He did tell me the name of it before.
Yeah, I know he knows the
Yeah,
name of it
it's,
because he's had a couple of those.
Can we pretend like it's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and he's our lifeline?
We could, whatever makes him feel good.
Put a clock on them.
Yeah,
30 seconds.
yeah, we could
So-
we could totally do something like that. I
You're
guess.
saying if I average 100 over 3 games, it's a 300 game?
No, it would be a strike every.
Oh,
Whoa, okay. Oh, I can't wait to play that back on slow motion next week. What's that?
I was thinking about
No,
what
if
you
you-
said.
If you have enough strikes in a row to get a 300, but it's over a 2-game
I
period.
think what he's saying is if you bowl a strike in 8, 9, and 10, you get a turkey in 10, and then
Carry it over.
you
Yeah.
bowl.
That's what I'm saying.
Sorry,
It's all right.
I got to get another
Is
beer.
that a backdoor
was
300?
cover for me?
Back door.
Well,
Is it a back door?
No, it's not.
Yeah,
there
we'll
was some
cover for
term
beer,
for it.
shirt, pants. Got to take
cover
those
for
ear.
it. Yeah, every time.
It had nothing to do with Greek churches, though, right?
No, not a Greek church.
It's not a Greek
Nothing to
church.
do with any.
Orthodox.
No,
Greek Orthodox. Just
no,
stuck
Greek,
around my-
no, nothing like that.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, so Daryl has that pick. Toads, you got a pick tonight. Richie, no.
No picks for me.
I actually
No,
well,
I messed around with some fun
messed around and got a triple double.
little SGPs.
Oh, you got another one? Okay.
But nothing I put on my pick.
All right. While you're getting situated there, I do have. I have Derrick Henry over 50 rushing yards. This is the same game parlay, by the way. Derrick Henry over 50 rushing yards, which is an alternate line. Titans plus 7.5, another alternate line, along with over 30.5 total points for the game. That's plus 130 at FanDuel. I think Derrick Henry's going to have a good game because I think Billy Levi's might be able to spread the defense a little bit.
Yeah, spread them up.
That's what I'm thinking, and I like the Titans in this one. Actually, I have the Titans plus 3 too, but it's not one of my top picks. But yeah,
I think we're all interested to see what the rookie can do again.
yeah.
If that was just lightning in a bottle there. Or,
I mean, I only saw some highlights, but he looked the part. I mean, he was just he kind of throwing him up to Hopkins, but hey, like he just looked nice in the strong in the pocket, and then just kind of let Hopkins do the work. But he was throwing some nice 50-yard, 60-yard passes down the field.
looks solid.
Sure.
Nobody can debate that he's got a golden arm, right?
Yeah,
He can
Jimmy
swing
G
it.
would be jealous.
He can
Put it
swing
that
it.
way.
Jimmy G.
yeah.
He reminds me of a young Chad Pennington.
After one game.
Yeah.
Joey
We haven't seen too
Harrington?
much of him yet, so I'm going to reserve judgment. But I think better than Tannehill.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would say so.
Tannehill had some good seasons.
Oh, he did.
I don't.
It was
This year
serviceable.
wasn't one of them, though.
No, I think he doubled up how many touchdown passes he had for the year in one game.
Yeah,
Levis did.
Levis did. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't. I don't know. Can you justify Tannehill being a first-round pick? I don't know. Miami Dolphins,
Yeah, I recall he was a high. He's like a nine,
Yeah.
number 9.
something like that.
I don't know. Some
Where
of those
did
guys
Will,
really flame out. I mean, like
he's-
Justin Fields, he's gonna suck. I
Where
mean,
was Will?
He's better.
Where
than
was he
Justin.
picked?
Who? Top of the second,
Top of second?
somewhere in the second.
Did he fall into the second?
He did.
Levis?
Levis
Yeah, he was. Towards the top of the second. So, yeah, we were
was
saying
towards the top. Okay,
I think so.
Gotcha. Yeah, I thought he was.
Wasn't the second day.
He's no
Or
Sam
was it? Who
Laporta.
was the one that was left over? That was just sitting there.
That was expecting to go first round.
God, maybe that was Levis.
No, he went in
No?
the second. Was that this year though, or was that Malik Willis last year that the Titans actually picked up like late in the third or fourth round?
I don't.
That guy really fell to the third or fourth, eh?
Yeah, it was yeah, he kept falling.
And he was supposed to be like he could have been the top pick in the draft. Some people were saying.
yeah, there was like it's going to be a top 10 pick. You know,
Levis
he could be-
too, though. Levis too.
Yep.
Day before, I think they were. He was, or the week before, he was.
Yeah, you might be thinking of both years. Levis sat around. He was there for the first round. He didn't get picked,
Okay,
but I believe in the second round he went pretty early. So
gotcha.
So I had a single game parlay.
Yeah, what is
it? Both quarterbacks throwing an interception.
Okay,
I got Levis throwing 2 TDs.
this is all part of the same.
Same game parlay.
So 2 TDs plus 1 interception each.
Yeah. 2
Okay.
TDs for Levis, 1 interception for Levis. 1 interception for Pickett, 202.5 yards or more. Okay,
For
Levis.
Levis.
And the money, Titans plus 3.5.
Okay.
That'll be plus 1,700 if you're keeping track.
There you go.
Okay.
This
I'm
is
looking
in-
forward to that one hitting.
Ram it
This is
home.
in Tone's territory.
Ram it home.
Yeah, this is getting big. This is getting big.
I'll tell you one thing they can't do again, what they should do every week. They had the Houston Oilers. I don't know. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. That was pretty badass, wasn't it?
Those are the best throwbacks, aren't
Sure. I was
I feel
expecting
like-
Warren Moon to be out there.
God,
this is
those
awesome.
powder blues with the oil rig on the helmet, man. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, those are sweet. Those are sweet.
Warren Moon.
All right, so those are our top picks for 8 o'clock tonight, or 8:15, or 8:26, depending on where you're
8:15,
where you're getting your
8:16.
info from. There's misinformation out there somewhere, fake news, as we call it.
Fake news.
Yeah. Every week we do a segment here for our new viewers where we get to talk a little bit about what we're having to drink tonight, and that section's called Libation Exploration. Are you guys ready for that?
I'm ready.
With the numbers, guys?
Beers or fine bourbons for our face holes to try. It's libation exploration with the numbers,
Humbug.
guys.
It's catchy.
It is a catchy song. I think we should release that as a single.
Does this say notes of Bah
And the
Humbug?
back, by the way, Studio 8B.
Is that what I'm seeing there?
I don't know
I
if you guys
curse
have
it?
had this one, but it's a Christmas beer from Griffin Claw called Three Stooges, and it definitely makes me think of Christmas and snow when I drank it. So I saw it, probably was just released, I would guess. So I picked it up on the way for you guys, and looks like they changed around They used to have the three. If you see the three guys' heads there, that used to be like the very front of the label. So it looks like they changed it up. But I don't know, certain beers make you think of certain times of the year, right? And just like the stores, as soon as Halloween's out, it's Christmas time. So I thought, perfect. Halloween's over. We were drinking pumpkin beer last week. Now we're drinking Christmas beer this week.
Like
So
flip the switch.
yeah,
I was hoping you'd bring a Thanksgiving beer, but I guess
was,
nobody cares about Thanksgiving.
Did you have any like stuffing beer or something?
no one cares about Thanksgiving.
Nobody cares about Thanksgiving. Here, I'll put this on the screen for you, Rich. It's This is by Griffin Claw, by the way, in Michigan, right?
Yes, sir.
Birmingham.
Local.
A winter warmer ale brewed with molasses, honey,
Molasses.
orange peel, and clove. Oh, that sounds good.
And I mean, when you taste, I think out of all these ingredients, I don't even know what clove would taste like, but that's what I taste.
You're tasting that clove?
I am tasting that clove.
It's like a garlic clove.
And I think that's what really makes it the Christmas. I don't know why, but cloves and Christmas, you don't think go together, but this taste just,
Roasty.
yeah.
Could be a church beer.
Is that? Oh, it tastes like incense.
Frankincense
Francis
and
Myrrh.
myrrh.
6.5 is your ABV. It's a winter ale and 18 IBUs. Never had this one before.
No?
No,
No,
no.
jump on
I'm
board.
excited to try it here.
I'm
All right, I'll
glad you haven't had it before.
show the folks at home what this looks like. So it's kind of a
Darker.
yeah, it's darker. Not really saying that's an amber, maybe.
Got a good
amber
head on
color?
that one, looks like.
Yeah, nice little bit of fluffy head.
I would call your urologist immediately.
Now it's time to go.
If that was
It's
yours.
time to go.
Yeah.
All right, I'm excited to try.
Kidneys are not functioning.
The cloves, I think, are basically the what was it, habanero that was in that one beer?
Yeah.
It's habanero without the spice, without the heat. Does that
Yeah,
make sense?
it's got a
It's got the
peppery
flavor,
taste.
but then it doesn't have the heat. I like the heat.
I like heat,
Me too. but
even for Christmas time.
maybe I'll have talk to Griffin Con and see if they can throw that in next year.
I'm really tasting this one. I mean,
Yeah, it's got a lot of flavors
what's
on it.
what's that sweetness there? That almost tastes like cherry.
There's myrrh.
Molasses.
Cherry? Oh, molasses.
Yeah, it's got the honey in there too. Yeah, the molasses too. That's probably adding to the Christmassy taste. I mean, definitely. I mean, it's like all the ingredients you think of when you're putting the presents under the tree. Maybe you'll throw your maybe someone will get you a Three Stooges for your stocking stuffer. this
Sure.
year.
I'm gonna ask Santa for it next time I see him.
It's like the taste keeps
Don't
bouncing
forget,
around.
did you give your daughter the Santa Stop Here sign? Did you give that to your daughter, the Santa Stop Here, Lauren?
Yes.
You did. Okay, I didn't know if you're gonna give it to your girl or to your daughter.
Daughter.
Daughter. Okay, well that's good. So we know he won't miss.
You won't miss her stocking.
All right,
No.
good. Just checking.
Vapes and Three Stooges coming as her way.
There you go. All right, who wants to start? Tones. We usually start with you.
Let's see. It's got full flavor. I like the range of the taste. Not my normal wheelhouse here, but being in the Christmas season, somebody had to give me a Christmas beer to try, on Christmas Eve, waiting for Santa. I would definitely drink this. I would say 3.7-ish. Yeah,
Not going to kick it out of bed.
I won't kick out of bed.
I give it a solid 3.
Yeah.
3 Stooges on front there. I like that can. I like that label.
Yeah, graphics give it a little boost. I would
Yeah,
say.
it's on the border of a 2 and a 3, but I'm going to give it a 3 for, just for the 'tis the season.
Sure.
Is that the notes of Bah Humbug you're picking up there?
Yeah, the humbug.
Yeah, I knew this beer, what it was, but I had a feeling maybe you guys didn't try it. Griffin Claw also makes they make a Buffalo bourbon. I forget the name. It's like Buffalo something
Trace.
beer, but it's and they make all kinds of different flavors. So I'll have to look for that. And that's a really good winter beer too, because it's Daryl like it's probably 11-12% per can.
Ooh.
No.
And but I think it gets released around Thanksgiving, so that could be the Thanksgiving beer you guys are looking for. But they do a lot of good seasonal things, and I think this kind of fit right in, so I grabbed it. I like it. It's the 4 for me.
Yeah. You know what? I'm kind of feeling it here. It's good. It's Christmassy. I know what you're saying too, D-Dub, about you kind of get that habanero-y flavor, like a peppery flavor, which is got to be that clove, but it doesn't hit you.
Yeah.
Hit you in the throat
No
like
kick.
the other one does.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You used to smoking them clove. You used to vaping them clove.
Clove vapes. The clove vapes.
That was when you were a
that's
young
a tough one.
snipper.
Whipper.
Yes.
Whippersnapper. Do I want to go 4 or do I want to go 3.5 here? I'm gonna go 4. I'm gonna go 4, which is I'd buy it without hesitation. I would buy it without hesitation. Yeah, if I saw it in the store, I'd buy this. It's tasty. It's good.
You buy day to day. Is that fair to say? Meaning you don't fill up a fridge.
No, I don't fill up a fridge usually.
Yeah, how many days out of the week do you purchase beer on average?
Probably
Don't incriminate them.
I'm
don't
just
know,
saying,
every-
I'm just curious.
3 days maybe. Usually we'll stop on the way home and grab some.
Like a 30-pack or
2
Not-
30 packs.
You're not somebody that like
a keg.
you're not like somebody that works here, not here that
keg.
goes every day to get 1 pack of cigarettes.
No, I don't do that.
You don't get like 1 6-pack of beer every day.
No, I might grab a 12-pack sometimes a 6-pack. I usually call Mrs. Midwest and say, "What's in the fridge right now?" And she says, "Oh, we got 3, honey browns." I say, "Okay," and then I'll make my. Do I feel like honey brown? If I do, I'll go home. If not, I'll stop.
Okay.
I wish you'd start keeping a log.
I should do that, like your idol.
Is that the
You know who
only
does
reason?
that?
Is that the only reason you call Casey when you're on your way home?
Oh no, I also want to let her know I'm on my way home
Okay,
and have her start preparing my dinner. And
Just checking.
And she's going to press 9 and 1.
What's-
And if he's not home,
What do we have for beer? And are you cooking dinner right
what's
now?
for dinner?
And
and
what's going to be
what's in
ready
the fridge
when I get home?
Yeah, these are
That's
all
good.
relevant questions.
That's what you should call wife for.
Sure.
I'm sure he'll ask if I can bring something home tonight.
Well, I usually ask because she likes to have a glass of wine.
Sure.
So I
she
say
doesn't drink beer?
she does, but she drinks more wine.
So, leans wine.
Yeah, she leans wine. And she likes beer too.
All this time, I thought you'd been buying a lot of beer because it was the two of you drinking.
No.
That's a secret.
No. But no, she likes to have a glass of wine at night. And then I like to have a chilled beer. Or even a warm beer. It really doesn't matter the temperature. Just a beer in general. It's fine with me. That's fine with me. All right, so while we are it's enough about my potential alcoholism. Let's
You're the problem, it's you.
that's right. It's me. You want to show what you got there, D-Dub?
Oh,
This is a little celebration. Now
Yeah,
you cashed a ticket.
I'm cashing tickets and I'm celebrating the World Series is finally over.
Yeah, thank
I've
God.
had enough baseball.
You had a hell of a run with all these,
a hell of a run.
probably
196 games later.
and 900 some texts later about what was going on.
It was a
So
ride.
I thought we'd celebrate with a little Wild Turkey 101.
I like that you're buying bourbon with your celebration
That's
dollars
good.
now. Really appreciating that.
I thought you'd get a kick out of that,
It's-
Rich.
yeah, that's good.
Now, when you were a younger man, Rich,
Not
did
sure,
you
like, what
know
this is
much
going.
about
How long ago was
I don't know
that?
how much. I don't know how much. I'm talking 20 years ago. How much did you know about bourbon? Did you have a feel about what Wild Turkey was, like where it would rank in the, is it a low end beer? Is it a higher end beer? Bourbon rather.
I can't say I was into bourbon 20 years ago, but I think when I first started, I thought Wild Turkey was kind of like a loose term. I didn't know it was actually like a label of bourbon. I thought it was like a cheap.
I thought it was
Cheap
a cheap
bourbon.
I thought it was cheap bourbon.
But Matthew McConaughey enlightened me about 7 years ago with his Wild Turkey. 7 to 10 years ago with his Wild Turkey.
Everything I've seen subsequently suggests it's sort of on the high end.
I really haven't drank bourbon until the last 5
Good.
years or so.
This is $26.99 a fifth,
Okay.
Okay.
which is a
Reasonable.
pretty reasonable price,
They,
right?
they do have different Wild Turkey labels.
Sure.
They're just like anybody else, right? So, I mean, you can get some higher.
This is the 101, but there is an 80
Okay.
proof, and the 80 proof I understand is why would you pay $3 less and lose out on 21 proof?
It's only $3 less for the
Yes.
80. Yeah, you would
Yes.
do that type of thing unless it tastes like crap. Or
And
something,
this
right?
is supposed to be the best bourbon under 30
Yeah.
bucks.
So you're talking it's around the makers, the maker's mark.
Yeah, I think
about
it's
that-
the
that price
sort of the
point.
standard.
Same price. Okay.
Yeah, around 28, 30
Yeah.
bucks. Gotcha.
And what would you rate better out of those two?
I'm
There it is.
gonna give it a try for the first time.
No, I mean
here.
make. Oh, you never had Wild Turkey.
nope.
Okay.
This is
it.
the.
This is a
It
taste.
says a hint of sweet upfront vanilla and caramel notes, oak and baking spices in the middle, which may include clove. Vanilla with cinnamon and oak
Yeah, clove and
is your
everything.
aroma. A bold signature Wild Turkey spice and orange peel finish, and it's aged between 6 and 8 years. Just how you like your bourbons, Daryl.
Yeah, closer to
Dag Nabbit, I think you did it again. You paired a good beer and bourbon.
Did you?
It is a good combo.
It's got the orange
try
peels
it.
in
Let me
both
try
of them, and then
It's got cloves all over.
It's got the
Did you know
notes.
Rich was bringing the Three Stooges or Scrooges? No.
No, I did not.
Yeah, well,
But-
this is another one you can kind of go back and forth. It's
I really
I don't
like-
think
I
there's
really
that many.
like that.
That's a good one. That's solid. That's
delicious.
bold.
I've
That's
heard
a
that
great-
it's one not to sleep on.
No, don't sleep on the turkey.
Whatever that
No.
means.
Right. Yeah, really good.
But I mean, if you're gonna typically like, what would be $60 a bottle? The Bluet,
Bullet, the bullet.
Bullet.
The
I'm not
cheaper
sure.
Jefferson.
Those might not be.
What's the cheaper
The Jefferson Ocean runs around 75.
75.
Maker's 46 and Woodford Reserve are like in that 45, 50 range. So that's kind of close to what
I
you're
like the
describing.
Woodford. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
And
Elijah Craig. I like. Too.
what's the other one that we had that's supposed to be really like one of the better top shelf? But it depends on which one you buy. But
What
it's
was
got the
that?
little
The
horse,
horse
on
on
it.
top.
Yeah, the horsey. That's
Yeah, starts with a B.
Blanton's.
Blanton's.
Yeah.
That's
so,
very good.
I guess
Okay.
that's the question. Do you want to spend $70 or $80 and have a hard time finding it, maybe,
Right.
or spend $30? So I'm new to this, so I'd like to hear Rich's
Yeah.
thoughts.
Sure.
Well, I think it depends on what you're doing. Like if I'm going home and I'm just having a drink, I'm watching a football game, then I think Wild Turkey 101 is the right call. But if you're maybe buying a gift for your family member and you're going to hang out, and it's like kind of something you don't do every day, then I think a Blanton's is more appropriate. So depends on the situation. To me,
Yeah, I subscribe to any booze. For me, $35 to $40 range for a fifth
Sure.
is high enough and does the trick.
Yes. Yep. You pee the bed either way.
Yep.
Sure. Oh, by the way, in the chat we got Snoop. Snoop says this sounds like the cake I'm baking, which kind of does sound like a cake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Orange peel, clove,
Right.
what kind of cake is he making?
baking notes.
Maybe he's making an orange clove cake.
Hunter S. Thompson said that this is the only bourbon for him,
Hunter S. Thompson said
Yes.
this. Well, he would know his bourbon.
and it also made reference in Norm Macdonald's Not an Autobiography.
Is this on the Bourbon Trail in Kentucky? Can you?
Oh, for sure.
You can get this anywhere. I got this from a little store we like to call Total Wine and something.
Yeah.
What's the something, Jimmy?
The liquor. Isn't
Ah.
it Total Wine and Liquor? Isn't it?
That's a
I think
pretty
what it's
store.
called. Oh, it's a nice store.
It's a big one.
And also, Snoop in the chat again says Kentucky makes 96% of all bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds right.
I know there's some Michigan ones now, but I don't know. You know,
Again, do we know? Can we call this? Can you call it bourbon if it's not in Kentucky? Is
thought
I
it's
think
part
we
of the
figured out
deal.
you can,
Right.
but I don't know. That's not.
that's part of the deal.
Yeah.
I got that little trivia card at the hotel down in Louisville, and it said yes.
But I
you
believe,
can.
Oh,
I
you
believe
can.
Wild Turkey comes straight from Kentucky, right?
Oh
here.
yeah,
This is
the good
OG.
stuff's coming from
I agree.
Lexington.
If you put a blind
Louisville.
taste
Lake
test,
Orion?
Franklin.
We had that one.
That's true. The Lake Orion.
Yeah,
batch.
Lake Orion.
What's that?
You remember the Lake Orion bourbon? We had that.
Yeah,
It's
we had,
it's over there
actually.
still. Rich left it here
Oh,
to try again in the future.
Well, we
I
had
think-
to upgrade that bar back there. It was
Yeah.
looking pretty lean.
It was looking
Yeah.
pretty sick
Old
back
Forester now, and
any bourbons I bring here, guys, they're staying. Just so you know.
Well, we appreciate that. So we'll have some Wild Turkey on tap, if you will.
Stacked.
let's see that Blanton staying here.
Well, thanks, Dub, and we were happy
Yeah,
to share
good.
that. I'm glad we get to share some of the spoils of all that.
I like it.
all that
Yes.
work you did.
Yeah, I feel like we gave enough info.
It was not worth the. It wasn't worth all the sweating.
Wasn't worth the
We were
headache.
living the ride
No.
with you.
Yeah, we feel you. And Richie, good selection too for the beer. You guys did really good today.
It was good.
Good combo.
Highly recommend the Wild Turkey. I'm giving it a 4.2.
Okay.
I'll give it a 5 because I bought it.
yeah, go ahead, go 5.
I'll do 4 flat. For me.
I'm a cool name for a bourbon, though, right?
Great name.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
great name.
I mean, if
Best
you're
part
gonna
is you don't have to
Wild.
drive
go
across
somewhere,
town.
you're like, I'll have a wild turkey.
I would get like a lame turkey.
101.
but I would get wild turkey.
Ill
Don't give me
turkey.
any 80s stuff.
Oh, and you know what? I'm going to give this a 4 because it was purchased with FanDuel's money.
There you go.
So I like that.
Gets
That's
a
my
bump.
camera bouncing up and down. Rich, you're
I'm shaking.
He's
shaking
got
it.
Shake it.
nervous
You all
leg,
right?
nervous leg syndrome.
Are you worried about
Restless
your,
leg.
you worried
know,
about your
that's-
ram at home this week, or
Oh, Lori's gonna love that. She's always we're watching volleyball half the time, and the stands start shaking. She's like, "Stop it! Stop moving!"
slapping your leg?
I don't think that's from his leg.
Oh,
Hey, that's the third leg.
wild turkey does get me excited a little bit.
Oh, jeez. Guys, this is kind of I hate to be a downer after we just had some great bourbon and beer, but we lost a couple of,
Subscribers.
well, no subscribers, surprisingly. I don't know how we haven't lost subscribers. Like 80 of them.
Sorry to jump in there.
But some real people that we kind of grew up watching on TV. There was 2 of them that we lost this past week alone.
Oh, do
Yes.
we have like the slideshow and?
And we just have a real short in memoriam.
Oh, okay.
The first one, of course, I know Tones and I are fans of the Friends. Richie too. Daryl never really cared much for the Friends.
No,
oh,
not-
yeah.
not funny.
No.
Not funny.
TBS.
You didn't
funny.
think it was funny. I
That's
thought
why
it
they run it on TBS. Like, oh,
Nonstop.
what is going on
I'm
with you
not
and
going to be
Bud
able to
Light?
return the shirt.
You got some
now.
issues, Daryl.
was.
What's
Is that what
the
the tags
deal
are still
with
on the
Bud
back?
Light?
God.
So we did. We lost Matthew Perry, obviously Chandler Bing in Friends. Apparent drowning is what they're saying. Not that we're a current events show here, but
They say it's the most peaceful way to go.
that's what they do say that.
In a hot tub.
Yeah, you got to wonder if
Don't know
there's
about
more at play there than
Well,
there.
he did play 2 hours of pickleball before, so maybe he
Oh,
cramped
did he
up.
really? That
He
could
did.
be. But it was a jacuzzi, wasn't it? Like a hot tub.
I heard
tub.
that it was one hell of a jacuzzi.
That thing had some real
I
horsepower.
heard that he dropped a little Chernobyl in there, and he just didn't time travel appropriately.
He was trying to go back in time. Oh God! And then second, this one's going back a little further, but you may remember Richard Mole, who was Aristotle Nostradamus Bull Shannon in Night Court.
Bull Shannon.
He passed away too.
What a good-looking fella.
I like Bull. He was a cool guy.
Yeah, he was a
And,
great guy. He has a Lions hat on in that photo.
and we
which
just
is-
lost.
I didn't know he was a Lions fan.
We just
does.
lost Bobby Knight too. Right?
Bobby Knight.
Oh,
One of my favorite
was that today or yesterday?
yesterday,
Yes.
but one of my some of the best interviews and just losing his shit.
God,
Throwing
that one you
stuff,
sent
kicking.
yesterday was hilarious. He was
Yeah,
pissed.
it's like,
That's the classic.
God damn it! It's like,
Man, was he mad.
He was an a-hole for all
Oh.
a-holes time.
Sure, he was choking people. And,
But probably, I bet you he
But-
was a great coach, though. I
You
mean,
had to. You have to root for him. I think.
Yeah.
Somebody that just doesn't care what anybody else thinks.
Didn't he shoot a guy hunting or something?
Well,
Or was that the vice president?
That
that
was
was,
him
Dick
and Dick
Cheney.
Cheney. But yes, they both
Weren't they
did.
hunting together or something?
Was he hunting?
I believe it was 2 separate incidents.
Okay.
But they both did shoot somebody.
yeah,
A friend.
It happens all the time.
So
Happens all the time.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've never been hunting, so
You ever
Me neither.
gone hunting with wild turkey?
no. But
4
maybe
wild
double
turkeys?
deal.
With
Wild turkey, wild turkey.
Yeah.
Hunting
Yeah.
for wild turkey.
Yeah, he's in the chat.
Shit
He's not in the chat
happens.
yet. Lauren is, though. FKA Lauren. She says LOL.
FK.
Bill Knight is in the chat.
Who?
Bobby Knight.
Bobby, no. He's in
And-
the big chat in the sky.
And
the big chat
Spirit.
room.
And Spirit, he's in
He
the
is.
chat.
He's always here in spirit.
Bobby Knight Jr.
All right, guys. You want to talk about last week's picks a little bit?
Sure.
Rich, I know you don't have much to talk about, I don't think, from last week.
I started off a little rough. I went heavy on Cougars, and that never works out too good, I guess.
He
But-
Fresno win?
the Bulldogs
Did I bet the Bulldogs? I
at
don't
the
think I did last week. I don't
second
know.
Thumbs Day in April.
Yeah. So
Bangs the
college,
Queen nightly?
not so good, and but I finished strong with the primetime games. Oddly enough, I was doing so bad last week on picks that I went against my Charger pick to take the Bears, and I lost that too. So, how about that? You know what? Maybe I'll just pick against all my picks every week, and I'll go 6-0.
That's not. I think that's what Daryl was thinking about doing going forward. But you actually, I think you won this week, D-Dub.
I won again, but
Yeah.
it wasn't much.
Nice job.
It wasn't
Congratulations.
much. What was it, like a half a unit that I ended up netting?
It was I think a half, and you hit a nice. It was a nice parlay.
Yeah, that started off the week strong.
Yeah, went down from there a little bit, but you also had the
Sure did.
the Kings of Lion, didn't you? Didn't you have
I
them
had
last
the
week?
Lions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we all had the Lions.
Yeah.
Collectively, I think maybe 5 units. I think.
Try to blow it any more ways possible in that game.
That's the-
That was like they should have won by about 40.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Frustrating. It was kind of a frustrating game to watch, as fun as it was. But
it was a little frustrating. Yeah, and that pick, watching that pick live that Goff threw,
oh god,
I was just like,
Yeah, we saw.
what was he doing?
Like that was like in our view, and I was like, "Holy crap!" It was like a duck.
What was he
Yeah.
trying to throw it into the?
It was just floating.
what he was
It
doing.
I don't know what the heck was going on. There.
those tiny hands.
Yeah, the hand shrunk a little bit last week. We'll see if they grow
I
again
mean,
next
that
week.
was the only way the Raiders were going to win. Is
Yeah.
if and then. God, that was just bad. And then I don't know, Daryl. Could you see? To me, it looked like the Craig Reynolds fumble. He was just lying on his back, and Crosby kind of just lifted him up off the ground, and somehow they ended up with the ball. I mean, that was kind of a joke.
Yeah, they could. They even said it on the TV that they couldn't find 2 snapshots at a time to match it up to see.
Stitch it together.
Yeah. So there was no evidence. Unfortunately, it was obviously, but there was nothing.
yeah, concrete. That they
Yeah.
could,
I just feel like the
Because of
play
the
was
ruling on the
far
field.
over, and then the Raiders just kind of ended up. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, it was
Good
bad.
point, Jimmy. If it had been ruled not a fumble,
right.
they weren't overturning that either.
Sure. We just got the short end of the stick. But in the end, a Lions victory.
And props to the Lions because previous years that's when they fall apart. Once,
Yeah.
Shout out.
once something goes bad from them, and all year I would say the majority of the calls have gone against them and injury. You know what though? No excuses anymore.
They overcome it and they find a way.
There you go.
Tones, you had a plus week too. Everybody, well, not everybody had a plus week. Sorry,
Yeah, I
Rich.
only won 2 of my games, but I had Indiana, Penn State. Penn State was a huge favorite. I had Indiana covering, which they did, and kept it a really close game. And they could have easily won the game outright if they kept their crap together. And the over, and that was like a plus 450, which I was pleasantly surprised that it was that high.
That was a good pick.
Yeah.
But I was wondering about your numbers because you said like plus 450.
And here's the thing. I thought it was too high. I thought there was
Yeah, that's
on
crazy.
MGM. I checked. I did the same thing on FanDuel, and it was right there, plus 420 something. So
Wow.
it wasn't like an error on. I thought I found some kind of
Yeah.
glitch in the matrix or something there, but it was another sportsbook had this very similar plus on that. So I was like, wow, I'll take it, and it worked out. And then the first game I've done all season 2 units, or since we've been doing the podcast, the Lions that came home. So
Ram Jam.
Ram Jam.
Ram
so,
it, Jonah.
So adding that all together, I had a pretty decent week. So
Nice
Decent
job.
week. Yeah, that was nice. You know what? That was the same game parlay that you had.
yes,
That's why, because typically it would be about 260 if it was 2 minus 110s.
yeah.
But that would make sense for a same game.
Is that right?
It
Same
could
game-
certainly be. Yeah, it's not
same
going to be.
game, almost 50% increase.
Probably because the spread was so
100%.
high and the point total wasn't much higher than that, right?
Right. So,
So-
there was some weird.
Right.
Yeah, I was expecting maybe plus 250, 275. But when I saw 450, I was like, wow. I didn't expect
Yeah.
that. So.
Yeah. Well, cool, man.
I heard they cracked into the Michigan database in the second half. Penn
Yeah.
State. And
What was
The
that
guy in
guy's
the
name? That was
CMU sideline.
on the sideline.
Connor,
Yeah,
Connor something.
Stallions.
Stallions. The Stallion.
He's,
The Stallion.
He's a cool dude.
And I had an interesting week in the land of top picks and
Milk and honey.
milk and honey, land of milk and honey. And actually, I made a quick slide here because I think this is important. And you know, it's not really a better betting tip. We've talked about this before.
You'll be on your
This is a
knees
better
tomorrow.
betting tip.
A lyric quote from D-Dub. So I had on the show I did 1 unit, a 10-point teaser, but IRL, as the kids say in real life, I had 2 units on this 10-point teaser, which was Colts plus 11, Eagles plus 3, and Browns plus 14. I know I've said it like a million times now, but at Golden Nugget, if you have a push on one of your little teaser legs,
Your favorite book?
my worst place in the world
No.
with the exception of teasers, nothing else goes there. Golden Nugget is minus 120 and ties voids the bet. Every other place you go on a 10-point teaser, and just a 10-point teaser or usually more if they have a like super
I've
mega.
never heard of any teaser voiding on it doesn't matter if it's 10 point or not.
Well, and some of them, if it's like a 7-point teaser and you did 3 legs, 1 leg pushes, they'll just knock
What
that
about
leg off.
2 leg?
Then it would just be a 1. You'd have a 1.
Really?
Yeah. But on a 10-point,
Jimmy Goobot would
Yeah.
not allow that.
he wouldn't allow that.
No.
So tie void. So even if you lost the other 2,
No.
you got to win the other 2.
Right.
But the tie will void.
Will void.
Okay.
And at DK or anywhere else, if you tie 1 leg, that bet is done. You lost your money.
Okay.
So being that I put that at Golden Nugget, that saved me 2 units last week. I gained 2 units on that. Then I had a 1 unit on the Jets, and I had this one on the show. This is a top pick. Jets minus 2.5 minus 118 at SI. Everywhere else,
Wild.
yeah, everywhere else it was painted 3. And because I shopped the line and put it at Sports Illustrated, I ended up plus 0.85 for that. So instead of you losing 2 units just by being choosy about where you're putting your wagers, I actually ended up plus 0.85 on that.
There you go.
Yeah, so it's super important. Super important. You can turn a losing week into a winning week sometimes. But just both of those things happened this week.
Crazy.
So, yeah.
It'd be nice to win all your bets by 2-3 touchdowns.
That would be cool.
And
Wouldn't
not sweat it out.
That'd be
right?
cool. That would be cool.
That's always a good feeling.
And here is where we're at currently, folks. Rich is down just a little bit. D-Dub down a little bit. Tones
Tones on a
actually moves into
he is
second place,
on a
by the way.
rampage here.
I just looked at this. Tones is now in
trending,
second.
dude.
You're trending. You're
I
trending
may
hard.
turn fully positive this week.
Yeah, you're trending. JT up plus 10.3 units as a group. We're down 14.71. But the last 30, everybody's you've been doing real good. Last 30 days was at 17.89%, 4.29 units. So doing pretty good there. And I know NFL seems to be the focus of our show quite a bit. NFL, we're up 17.10 units for the year. That's 14.9%. Rich is about even there. D-Dub down just a little bit. Tones up 3.78. I'm up 15. For NCAA football, we're not doing so hot there. As a group, we're down 4.05. Rich is about even there. D-Dub down just a little bit. Tones up just a little bit, 1.32, and I'm down 4 for NCAA.
I
So
think it's time to go commercial with your NFL formula there,
yeah, NFL's
JT.
been doing real well. I'm not going to complain.
There you go.
You know, and what's kind of weird is, too, for all this stuff.
Impressive.
We all know this, that you only get we have 6 units to spend. I wish I had more because I could come up with 20
Yeah,
things
some
to do.
weeks there's more games that I would like to bet.
Yeah.
Some weeks I struggle to get 6.
I would most like to know Jim's like if you could weight them a little more. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I do because, like I said, IRL, I put 2 units on that teaser last week, but on the show, I just put 1. Because,
That's what I mean. I'm on the show following you and your picks. I want to know what's
Doing better than the stock market this year, Dubs.
What
I'm getting
sa-
lucky, too,
But what
so
I'm
don't-
saying is, if he's
Don't mistake this for talent because that's not what it is.
You are wearing the
Yeah.
Beeson shirt.
I am. Yeah. One of my favorite. The only TV channel I watch besides,
besides,
TBS?
Very funny. Oxygen. Well, it's only because we're going to be on the Oxygen network, so I want to make sure we.
Are we taking over that network or?
I wouldn't say taken over.
MSNBC.
Probably won't. Well, we're not going to go
The
there.
numbers, guys. Like Oprah is gonna be like, "The numbers,
And
guys."
you get a Numbers Guys T-shirt. Yeah. All right, trivia time. Trivia time. Unless you guys have anything to add from the last segment there.
Not me.
Well, all right, let's
I'm
do
ready
it.
for next
Trivia
week.
time.
Calling the masters of facts, the sultans of stats, the czars of knowledge that isn't learned in college. It's the Numbers Guys Trivia.
Trivia time. Trivia time. This one's going to be an easy one, I think. You guys ready?
Sure.
All right,
Ready.
Here we go. Which quarterback holds the record for the most 500-yard passing games in their career?
Why would you say this is easy?
Well, it's a small, there's like 20 some odd people that have ever had a 500-yard passing game.
Really? That's it?
Yeah.
Only 20?
I think there's not that many.
I
20
think you're
is-
buying the beer, brother.
Shit. I kind of thought I'd be buying the beer anyway because I thought you guys all might get this. Which quarterback holds the record
500.
for the most 500-yard passing games in their career? And as you guys know, I usually do something that's when I do these trivia questions.
Don't say it. Don't say it because I think I know what the answer. I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah, you know what I was going to say. If you know the answer, you know what I was going to say.
I do. Well, no, I don't know the answer, but I'm just gonna. I think that
It's,
it would be too much that you're about to say if I'm on the right path. Put it that way.
I would give it away. Like illiterate. Who's that? Oh, Dexter Manley. Yeah, being
Yeah.
illiterate. I went one sentence too far.
Joey Ballgame is second in this.
Yeah, the way this works, folks at home, is if somebody out of these three guys doesn't get this question correct and the other guys do, then they have to buy the beer. The
I
guy
guess
that's
I should put my
incorrect.
name on it. I guess.
And if nobody gets it, I buy the beer. If everybody gets it, I buy the beer. So I'm at a distinct. Ooh,
Oh,
see
did you catch that?
Like a ninja.
What a catch.
Is that on camera? We got the
I got
perfect
it.
shot.
I got it. Yeah,
Oh, that's going to have to be in the intro.
like a cat. Like a cat. I'm gonna
Like a-
see.
like-
Like
Ninja.
the Brink cat.
And we'll give the answers at the end of the show here, but I want to see what Rich got. Okay. Yep. D-Dub's taking his time signing his name down
Yeah,
there.
I had a pick, and then I'm like, no, that's not right.
Okay.
Because you're not smart enough to go with that one.
It's not Tebow.
See if I can get that over
That's
to
the
you.
world's smallest paper airplane. Origami. A pterodactyl. Okay, let me see. I'm going to read these ahead of time tonight. Let's see.
Rodney Pete.
Okay. All right. Moving right along.
You buying the beer tonight?
I'm not telling. I'm not telling.
Suspense. I like it.
Yeah, I'm going to build it a little bit.
Here's a fun one for everybody that I was going to verify it, but I can't get online. But this is what I heard. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But in the spirit of the game tonight,
Where's my flag at?
go ahead.
Get it ready.
What was the nickname of Tennessee the first year they moved away from Houston?
The nick? Oh, you mean like their team name?
Yeah.
Before they were the Titans.
Before they were the Titans.
Oh
That's
boy.
easy. Oilers.
I was going to say Oilers.
Yeah,
they were going to keep it.
We kept it.
Do you guys remember that though? They were the Tennessee Oilers from 1 year.
Absolutely. I was going to bring that up earlier.
Oh, they were actually
I have
that
a,
for a year.
Well, I'm glad you didn't flag me. I did not know that. I wasn't sure if
didn't
that
know
was even
that.
true, but I heard that this week that before they changed to the Titans, they were the Oilers for 1 year.
Beverly Hillbillies struck oil in the greater Nashville area.
Texas Tea.
That makes sense.
Texas Gold.
Yeah. Oil, that is.
Oil.
You do. That's what you recall though as well. Daryl?
Yeah, I had a.
I'm surprised they changed it. Like, why
You
change
know
it?
the device that you click on and you can
iPhone?
drag things around on your computer
Oh, I thought you were talking about a
Desktop.
Ouija board.
The icon.
Mouse?
mouse.
Yeah.
I had a mouse pad that was the Tennessee.
Yeah,
Oilers.
Tennessee Oil. That might be worth something.
Yeah, you should.
Wow.
That
Yeah,
could be
my-
a rare piece.
My parents got a free computer from Ford Motor Company,
Hewlett Packard.
and so I bought the mouse pad, dollar store.
Or was
Okay.
it,
Oilers.
was it a
Tennessee, that is.
compact Rosario?
I don't remember, but it was. Does the number 450 ring a bell, Jimmy?
Oh, the
Packard Bell, maybe?
I think it was Compaq.
Compact?
yeah.
Okay.
I like the. I had a
They were
Compaq.
giving them out to their
Anybody have
UAW
a-
workers.
an Intellivision when they were kids?
I borrowed my uncle's Intellivision.
My
I had
uncle had Intellivision.
Intellivision and Intellivision 2.
He did?
Yes, sir.
Oh, man. You're a spoiled little kid.
ColecoVision?
Yep.
Anybody?
No.
No?
You?
No.
I was an Atari family, unfortunately.
Was your first Atari a 7800 or 2600?
26.
2600.
Yep. Yep. Still have it.
Do you really?
I do.
That might be worth something.
It's really not.
No?
Believe it or not. No.
Huh.
In fact, I kept it thinking I can convert it, but Radio Shack's not around anymore, so I don't know how to.
That was my favorite story.
I don't know how to.
Yeah?
I loved Radio Shack.
I used to take that little thing and had a little like claw on it, and then I'd put it like on the back of the TV. Like that thing is still there, but somehow I gotta be able to convert that to HDMI now, right?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I used to have like the little claws
Yeah,
on
with the
it.
screw.
And
The screw it in. Yeah, I know what you mean.
that's what's on there right
Can you
now.
convert that to HDMI? That might be tough. That's a real analog to digital conversion there, man.
Yeah.
There's gotta be.
don't
There's a
know.
will. There's a way.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
I'll bring it in.
Yeah,
You know,
bring it in.
flux capacitor.
Yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
a great background.
Where
be
there's
sweet.
a
We can
will.
play some-
It does look like a flux capacitor.
We could play some missile command while we're.
I got them all. I got, I even got the one, the old controller that you spin. The guy's dropping the bomb. Kaboom! You ever play Kaboom? We got,
Yeah,
you got to
yeah,
put
yeah.
the
Oh, yeah.
water well down to catch. the,
cool. Yeah, bring it in.
All right,
Bring it
let's
in.
see what we can
We'll
do.
test it out.
All right.
All right, folks. Now it is time. It is time.
the
What
picks.
time is it? How long have we been going here? We've been going 51
I
minutes.
feel like it's going a quick show so
It's
far.
actually going pretty quickly.
You strike me as a guy that probably liked Radio Shack a bit as a kid.
I loved Radio
Oh,
Shack.
I bet you did.
God.
Absolutely.
I wanted to go all the time.
Yeah. Radio Shack and the Crutchfield catalog.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever get Crutchfield for
No.
car stereos
I
and
didn't
stuff?
do that. I like
Oh, yeah.
Montgomery Ward.
Maybe East Bay.
East Bay was cool. Yeah, that was more of the sports angle.
Yeah.
You get the Sears catalog, JC
Delia's,
Penney, sure.
J.C. Penney. Sure.
Yeah.
Big NFL selection there in the Sears catalog.
In Sears, they did?
Yeah.
I thought it was J.C. Penney. They
Yeah, I
always
thought
had the
Penny's had
jerseys
it.
and stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's where I
mixed-
ordered my first Cowboy jerseys out the J.C. Penney's. And then I was told it wasn't real. I was like, oh.
right after they won the Super Bowl.
Michael
He
Irvin.
became a fan.
No, I had it before because I wore it to the Lions game, and thankfully the Lions fans did not pelt me that day when the Lions won.
That was a good game. I
last
remember the
playoff
Monday night
game.
game.
So Jimmy, I don't want to go
Or
off
the
on
Monday
a,
night game. Remember they beat them on Monday night.
They
I don't
did.
want to go off on a tangent here.
Sure.
But Rich, when we were in ninth grade,
Okay.
we sat next to each other in biology class.
Yes.
Okay.
And the second semester, the Super Bowl occurs, and the Cowboys won the Super Bowl, and Rich came in with the Cowboy sweatshirt on, and Miss Francesco said, "Oh, jumping on the bandwagon, eh, Rich?"
Yeah, you're a fair weather cowboy.
Yeah.
Little did she know that I grew up in Texas.
She did not know that.
He
Did you
wasn't
tell her
wearing,
that?
He wasn't wearing his boots to school.
Well,
Was
no.
it wasn't in your bio?
10-gallon hat?
Yeah. I almost got beat up a couple times wearing cowboy jackets back in the day, the old Anchor Bay. It was a tough crowd.
Yeah, it's mean streets.
Thankfully,
there.
I had Mike's older brother, Mr. Shout out Tom Middlestat.
Shut up.
Fellow Cowboy fan, protected my ass a couple times against some seniors when I was in ninth grade.
Gotta protect your own.
You look like you could need some protection.
Ninth grade versus 12th grade, that's a big difference.
No, that's true. That's tough to overcome. Folks, I'm going to keep this moving.
Let's go.
Yeah. So we do this thing. We do it weekly now, or at least every week of the regular season NFL, where we, again, try to go through every NFL game in 30 minutes.
Will we do it for the playoffs?
We'll do it for the playoffs. Sure.
Playoffs.
We'll run
Sure.
that down.
Sure we will. And it's a little segment we like to call, what do we call it? 30 minutes, I think is what we're calling it.
30
right?
minutes.
Tick,
Yeah,
tick, tick,
30
tick,
minutes.
tick, 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 tick.
I'm D-Dub.
I am Tones.
I'm Richie. And in my neighborhood, we have a train that comes through.
And I'm JT, the whole NFL, and possibly the ghost of Andy Rooney
Why are there patches on suit jackets?
in 30 minutes. Good?
Yeah, you're good.
I'm out.
It loses its effect after the first time you've seen it, or the second time. Maybe we'll have to change that to something different coming up here. But
I'm just wondering why Daryl's eyes goes to the blurry spot every time.
Every time. I don't know. We have a retina scanner over there that we know exactly what you're looking at. It's weird.
We're spending our money in the wrong places.
Okay.
It's good to have a vat of bourbon in front of you the whole night.
No, it is. It makes the show easier.
Yeah.
Shall we go to the first NFL game?
Yeah, let's see what's first on the docket.
Can we load up the old primetime music when we do this?
Oh,
in the
yeah.
background?
That would be sweet.
That'd be
I-
great.
yeah, we could do that.
Copyrighted material.
Do we have prime time?
Might be.
Who's going to fit on us? All 83 of our
Jimmy's not
subscribers?
interested in breaking that.
I don't want to break the
legal-
copyright
I'm pretty
laws.
sure the 60-minute, 30-minute thing is
A
borderline.
TikTok?
That's
I don't think
it's
so.
an original, completely original work.
Yes.
And it could be considered parody at that point, I think, since I have my pants off. I don't know. Anyway,
That's true.
so here we go. We
Do you
got
ever wonder?
you got 5 and 1 Tool Dale doing the Andy Rooney impression. He didn't know he was going to be on that. Neither did I at the time. Titans and Steelers. This is tonight's game. We got the Steelers minus 151. They're at home. The Titans plus 127. Minus 2.5 is the point spread with a total of 37 points. And let's go. Who wants it first? Let's start with Rich.
Yeah, these are two teams I can't figure out all year. I was curious on what you came up with total points because I think everybody's aware of that stat that came out this week is like primetime unders are monster winners, I guess, over the last, I don't know how many years they went back. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see Thursday nights lower
that the
scoring.
whole- this-
I'm kind of
the whole
interested
season?
in this game to watch Will Levis, yeah. But I can't tell you. I'm not gonna pick a winner in this game, and I might just jump on the under just to see if that stat holds. I mean, I think it's 65-70%. I forget what the article said, but all signs point to an under tonight.
Everything I'm suggesting is that Tennessee's going to air it out, and I can understand that it doesn't even feel right, but I get that feeling, and I hate to bet like that, but there's an unknown, and it's Levis, and I was wrong last week with the Bears at San Diego.
Or whatever they are, LA.
Yeah, same thing.
Sure.
So it's a gamble, but I like where the numbers sit on everything. So I just feel like it's going to be. Now the problem with that over, I think, could be Pickett just doing something in the bed.
Going pickety because he's not.
Yeah.
It's
go
warming
ahead.
up.
Go ahead,
It's warming up.
Yeah.
Looks like he's going to play.
Well,
Both
so
Pickett's, George and Kenny.
20,
there you go.
20 seconds.
Good. I liked Will Levis, so he looked first game. I just got a feeling on this. I would take them Titans money line. You get that extra juice on there. So
I like that. I got Titans +3. You can get them +3 now too. I think they went down to 2.5. Take them there. I don't know about the totals, but
Yeah,
I think the Titans are the play.
Yeah, I've seen +3 all around, Jim.
Yeah. Okay. And Steelers, Pickett's not 100%. So
Is that good or bad?
yeah,
Right.
because
That's a
100%.
good question.
It's not good.
That's a good
It's all-
I kind of like the Trubisky fella.
Yeah.
Was it a bigger number earlier in the week?
I think it's been close to this all week.
let me tell you,
Not
I got it
important.
right in front of me here.
Not that important.
It opened. Let's see, over under. It opened. I can tell you. Sure, I can. Opened Tennessee getting 4.
Yeah, that's where you want to be.
Yeah,
3.5.
3.5, 4.
4. Yeah.
I did take it at 3, but it's not a top pick. So,
Okay.
all right, got the Dolphins and the Chiefs. This game's in Germany. What's yes in German?
Das.
Das.
No, I don't think that's
No?
right.
I think that's the.
It's the it is
Das
like
Boot.
Das Boot. Yeah. Anyway, Dolphins Chiefs. You got the Chiefs -123. They're allegedly at home, even though it's neutral site. You got the Dolphins +103 spread. Chiefs laying 1.5. You can actually get 1 right now, and 50.5 is your total. Toners.
Yeah, I was looking at this game. Even if it was in the U.S., I just couldn't get a feel on this either way, and especially overseas. I don't know. I think this is one you wake up Sunday morning, have some bourbon in your bathrobe, and enjoy it, and leave the money for later games. So
Oh, I'm going to pause the clock or restart because you know what's happened. DW, you're just jingling your ice in the microphone.
That was an accident.
And at the same time, I was taking a sip of the beer out of my glass, and I'm looking at my glass like, where the hell is that sound coming from my glass? And then I realized that's what it was. Okay, sorry.
Yes, sir. I don't have a play on this game. Chiefs. I don't. Where are the Chiefs at right now? Still number one on the power rankings,
Yeah,
I presume.
probably.
But if we had a power rankings just for this week, would they be at the top? I don't think so, because we don't know what happened last week. Do we?
Yeah, I heard
Mahomes was sick.
Mahomes was sick.
We knew that, Rich.
We did.
Yes.
Coming into the week, we did.
Yeah, he's been barfing and diarrhea.
Stay away from Taylor.
I don't think the two are connected.
Maybe they.
Well,
they
she's going back on tour soon. We can't have her getting sick.
They might share girls. Him and Kelsey.
Oh dear.
Hey-o.
Yeah, I'm gonna move this on to Rich because
Okay.
I don't know what to make of the Chiefs right
Well, I
now.
have something exciting. So my daughter is in German, and she says yes is ja.
Well, now we know.
Now we know.
It sounds like rough though. If you're gonna say yes to something,
Well,
German's
the
a very
German language
abrupt.
is very rough and
It is.
abrupt
Yeah,
in
it
itself, right?
like cool it down, Germans.
Kurt?
I'll tell you, you don't want to piss them off.
Yeah, don't piss them off.
Nah, especially if you're Jewish. But
Jeez.
let's go.
Totally inappropriate.
Hey, history
Have to cut that out in the syndication.
will repeat itself if we don't teach you.
That's not making the Oxygen Network right there. I can tell you that.
Oh, shit.
So we're gonna say ja to the
It's
Chiefs.
not funny.
No, it's not funny.
I can't help it.
You're going to say Ja to the Chiefs?
Ja.
Ja Moran.
I'm taking the Chiefs. I think the Dolphins definitely have not beat anybody legit this year. I think the trend continues. It's going to be a fun game because there'll probably be a lot of Germans drinking beers out in the crowd. But other than that, I mean, I don't think the Chiefs are going to lose a couple in a row. They're still one of the best teams. They're going to be there at the end of the line there. My time is up.
Genocide is no laughing matter.
No, it's not.
Tony was laughing.
Yeah, I mean, we're laughing because you said that.
Because you even
I think is what we're
brought
laughing
that
at.
up into the
Hey,
equation.
I think enough time's passed.
It's not too soon, is what you're saying.
I think so.
It's not too soon to talk about the Holocaust, to make Holocaust jokes. I don't know. I don't think.
I think it's okay.
Okay.
Is it because Michigan State put a picture of?
He's the problem. It's him.
That
As
is, you are the problem.
Billy Joel said, we didn't start the fire.
That's true.
It's been burning.
Oh,
Yeah.
that really
wait
is
a
too
minute
soon.
now.
That really
Yeah,
is.
you don't
too
need to
soon.
throw the burning in there. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Since the world's
All right, I'm
been
going to continue
turning.
to talk about the Chiefs here. This one, I'm going Chiefs. Actually, I have this as a top pick. Chiefs -1. You can find it at -1. It opened at -2.5 Chiefs, I think it was. Chiefs were laying 2.5. You know, I don't have a real solid reason why, besides the fact that when the Dolphins play a good team, they can't seem to play.
I'm right there with you, buddy.
So I think the Dolphins are going to beat themselves.
They're gonna choke
Yeah.
on a schnitzel.
They might have a schnitzel. And I'm looking at the injury list here again. A Chain's out. He's injured reserve.
Send the Dolphins to the showers early.
Yeah.
You don't need to keep, stop throwing history jokes in the equation here. Send them to the, you know what a German shower is?
Did you mean that? You didn't mean that.
Why?
Alan.
I didn't say anything. Tony's just
I
dying
think he
over
meant
here.
it.
Did you mean that?
I know Rich pretty well, and he ain't that bright.
No, you didn't mean that. Okay. All right. I think we read something that wasn't there. I think is what it was. It was a happy accident. Okay, you got the Vikings and the Falcons. You got the Falcons -216.
Happy accident.
No, not a happy accident, but the
Bob
fact
Ross
that-
would be rolling over in his grave right
would
now.
Be. He sure would be. Vikings +179. Falcons laying 4.5. The Falcons are at home. Your total in this one's a whopping 37. We just lost 3 viewers. Thanks to that shenanigans over there.
But we gained 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
All
don't
right.
think that's our target audience.
No, we don't want those people.
We got rid of the stiffos.
Clock's running, Daryl. Shoot.
I'm getting hints of caramel and vanilla.
Orange peel cloves.
Any ash?
Go.
And chives. Cloves.
We'd have to mute
Vikings,
Rich.
Falcons. We got a rookie QB.
You do.
And we got a veteran over there on the Atlanta sidelines coming into the game, right?
Yes, sir.
That means take the Falcons. 4.5 versus the -216.
I thought you were going to take the Vikings on this, Daryl. You kind of hinted with a text earlier in the week.
Yeah, I know. But when I found out that your boy was not starting, I said,
Joshua Dobbs? You stopped the record, or
I think Falcons money line because 4.5 is just too much.
Okay. Who wants it?
go ahead, Tones.
With the quarterback situation on both sides, I think it favors the Falcons. No cousins, aunts, uncles. Vikings are dead, and I hope they lose. And the Lions are NFC North champs by Thanksgiving. Take the Falcons by a TD.
Richie.
I really think if the Riddler was playing this, I might jump on the Vikings just for fun. But obviously, you know, I think the Riddler has potential. He's only a second-year player, but I think Heineke is the better player. He's the better player of the two, and I think he's going to get on a little run here with the Falcons. I'm going to take the Falcons.
Yeah, you know, I'm kind of with you here because I think my numbers here, I came to Falcons minus 1.9. I think that would be appropriate if it was Ritter and Cousins, possibly. Not even. Maybe the other way a little bit. But we got Heineke and Jaron Hall. So,
Kids in the hall.
Yeah, kids in the hall. That's what you would put on your slide. I don't know, but the Falcons, man, I can't
Right.
get down with the Falcons. I just can't.
That hook could come back.
I'm staying away from this one. Tell your brother.
Captain Hook.
I'm staying away.
All right.
Captain Hook towing. Yeah. You got the Seahawks and the Ravens. Seahawks and the Ravens. This is going to be a really good game, I think, here, folks. You got this is going to be in Baltimore. Ravens, a home favorite at minus 264. Seahawks plus 211. Ravens are laying 6. Total is 44 points.
I'll take it. I mean, I heard, I think on 97.1 this week, they're talking about how the Seahawks and the Ravens is going to be a comparable game to the Lions going to the Ravens. I don't believe that. I think you caught Lamar on his best game he's going to have all year. And I think the Seahawks and Ravens are actually two very comparable teams. I love the Seahawks getting 6 here. I don't know. I did a pick of the week, but if I had 7 units, this would be my 7th unit right here. Go Hawks.
Well,
The cover.
I'm gonna pass on this game. It's just that Lions game still kind of sitting there for me. For me,
Yeah.
Yeah, so the only 2 losses that the Lions had
Yes.
going at it.
Sure.
It's a tough one. Ravens had a much closer game this week, and you thought after the Lions game that they were going to blow up and be crazy. I don't know if it was more the Lions basically not showing up for that game as opposed to the Ravens being that good.
this is the game last week that you got screwed on.
Yeah.
You want to talk about that for 3 or 4 minutes?
No, I won't do that.
Oh, that's different.
But you got hosed on that.
That was wild.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. But
It's not every day that they recover an onside kick.
that
anymore.
was
No.
I got screwed on that game. Yeah, I should have won. But
They
as
didn't
this game,
score on
I
that, though, did
I
they?
wouldn't bet this game.
Oh, they scored, and let me tell you about
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
since
they did.
Tones is not going to go into it in detail.
Yeah,
Well, we only got 25 seconds here.
but
But I
I
think it's an interesting story.
yeah, I had chances.
Tones was up by 10
Yeah,
points.
yeah.
Okay.
Ravens, and they scored to bring it down to 10, and then Cardinals scored, and Cardinals kick an onside and
It was a great
recover
onside
it.
kick, actually.
They recover it, and then they start moving the ball, and they decide. Well, they're inside the field goal range or whatever you want to call it, and instead of kicking it, they start wasting 20 seconds on the clock, and
Yeah.
you're thinking, oh well, they're not going to just kick the field goal, and after they make this egregious error,
They
they kick it anyways.
and that
Kick it
screwed
anyway.
me. Yeah,
Yeah, that helps.
So now
I
there's
had
like
the game
20
covered the
Yeah.
whole time. It would
So
have given me
now
another unit.
Tones is out, and there's like 20 seconds left. Even
Well-
if they recovered the onside kick, they got to score a touchdown. And I get the theory behind it, but I mean, once you've already wasted 15 seconds instead of spiking the ball
Sure.
and just throwing the ball downfield, by God, there's no excuse. You just go for the touchdown now and then hope you get
I disagree with that.
Chance
They
at-
made the right call at the field goal.
I just think
Rich.
the Baltimore
Joe.
had their best game against the Lions. The Lions had their worst game. It was just a bad
I
combination.
think that's going to stick in the craw of somebody. I agree. Yeah, I'm with
Rich,
you.
they made a first down
They did make an error with the clock running. They
and
should
they
call a
wasted
timeout.
like 17 seconds.
that was a bad beat.
But when you
I
get
had
down
my-
to 20, 17 seconds, you got to kick the field goal, and then you got to take the chance to take the Hail Mary because you can't do both.
Can the gentleman have his time? The gentleman from Michigan?
Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm sorry. Did I
No,
cut your
but
time,
you
Jimmy?
took-
You brought a good betting
I
scenario.
think
that
this might.
happened.
You're going to look back in a couple weeks and say this was the highlight of our podcast.
Oh, boy, I hope not. I
They
hope
also
not.
kicked it to the guy that drops the ball all the time.
What I'm going to say here is Ravens. I come to 4.8. I'm not drinking my beer this time, so you're not going to fool me. 4.8 is what I had. They should be laying 4.8. They're laying 6. God, if they were, it's never going to get there. But if they got to 7, it opened at 4.5. If we're to get to 7, I'd take Seattle at 7. But
I mean, remember when Rich bet on the Lions 3 weeks ago for a 2 week ago game?
oh yeah, when he bet
He had the Lions
future,
getting
yeah,
3.5.
look ahead line
So
yeah, that's true. That is true.
Futures.
Let's go ahead to this one, guys.
Can we get a live game on here on TV by chance? I don't know what this is, but this is like a
should be able.
last week's
Yeah.
game.
What's going on here?
I don't know. Just put on something live. I don't care. If it's
Amazon
wings or-
Prime Video should be on there.
Oh yeah. Let me get the Amazon.
We got Cardinals at the Browns. The now Josh Dobbs-less Arizona Cardinals. Who's going to quarterbacking for the Browns this week?
Did you say the jobless Cardinals?
is it Alex
No,
Smith?
Dobbless.
Oh.
Josh, yeah, I guess the Josh Dobbless.
Yeah, I was reading this too. What's going on? Like Kyler Murray, this guy.
I don't know if Kyler
I'm
Murray's
surprised
back
he
or not
hasn't
now.
pulled down all his Instagram bullshit like he did last week because apparently he's practicing, but they're not pulling him off
Right,
IR
right.
or whatever they call it.
That's
IR.
kind of bizarre.
So
The Browns minus 370, Cardinals plus 290.
The Browns got-
laying 8, 37.5. is the
Testaverde
total.
came back for the Browns.
Bernie Kosar. I as far as I know, they're playing Mr. Toon at quarterback. I don't know who this guy is either, but I know the Browns put up points. I don't see the Cardinals doing it. I'm taking Browns, and this is one of my picks of the week.
I like the Browns at a teaser. Drop it down to 2. Got to find a partner with them maybe later in the show.
Really feels like the Cardinals are now cashing in, right? Right, fellas? Doesn't seem
Well,
like
they gave
No,
Baltimore everything
not
they
at
could
all.
handle. I mean, they
I
kept
think-
it decently close.
that's all they want to do right now. I think.
Covered the spread last week.
Yeah,
Maybe they just want to cover the 8. And they
Maybe.
don't care.
I think they want Caleb Williams. That's my opinion.
Yeah, the 8 number is a little scary. I think the Browns, for sure take this game, but that 8's scaring the crap out of me.
Tease it, baby.
Yeah, if you were teasing, but just look at his numbers, I would just stick away from the basic betting on this game.
You teasing, Jimmy?
I did not tease this game.
No.
No, I didn't tease this game.
It's
And
different.
yeah, I'm looking at it. God, my line came to 8. And we, like I said, we don't know. Not that it really probably even matters all that much who's going to be behind center for Cleveland. But
Nothing really matters.
how much bourbon have you had tonight?
It's bourbon
me.
time.
Yeah, I would stay away from this one too. And the Cards have a tendency to like play it close.
They hang
They
around.
stick in, man. They stick around to the very end.
They hang around when they like crop dust the crowd.
Yeah,
It
they
just
go up
hangs
there
around.
and they crop dust. Yeah. All right, we have a chance to pick up 30 seconds here, but if I move quickly,
There you go. Bank it.
let's go here. Rams and Packers, minus 166 are your Packers at home. Rams plus 139. I got to check this line to see if it moved because Stafford is playing right now. I think
So
we know this.
he was going to be one of my bets,
Yeah.
but I wasn't sure on Stafford.
Minus 3 Packers again, laying there at Lambeau, and 38.5 is your total. Whoever would like
Too
it.
much uncertainty for me. I don't know what Stafford's status is, and I don't know that it's even if he plays if he's going to be 100%. But he should be able to beat the Packers, so I'm leaving it alone.
If Stafford plays, I think they take this game. Packers are. It seems as the season goes on, they're getting worse and worse, and I think they're losing confidence and love. Even the GMs or was it the coach or GM said that they're still trying him out. Not sure if he's the man for the future, and that's tough if you're a Packers fan because they've been He's been sitting on the bench waiting to be the heir apparent, and
Yeah.
it's not happening. I think the Packers are toast, and if Stafford's in, I'll take the Rams with the covering, no problem.
How could the GM say that about a guy that completes a whole 52% of his passes?
Yep.
I don't understand.
You know, Tony, you're right about the Packers getting worse every week, but the Rams are getting just. I don't, what happened to them against the Cowboys last week?
Yeah, I know, but they could throw up points.
I can't. I thought a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, the Rams were heading the right direction. This game feels like a trap. It's a trap, as they say in Star Wars. I have a funny feeling the Packers are going to win this game. I'm certainly not betting them. Jimmy?
Nothing either way.
How is it a trap?
Nothing
though?
either way.
I just feel like that line's like telling you to take the Rams, but then like the Packers are due for a win. And honestly, like we don't know about Stafford, like you said, and even if he's playing, the Rams don't seem right. I don't know. They're getting. I mean, they lost by 30 to the Cowboys. I mean, that was embarrassing.
Who's their backup, by the way?
God only the John Booty or something. I don't know. What was his name?
Josh
Oh, Booty.
Yeah, because what's his face?
Booty.
Gosh, he's,
John Wilkes Booth.
Jim Everett?
No, the
Chris?
rookie kid. Wow, why can't I think of his name right now? Rookie kid.
Speaking of rookies, didn't the Giants roll out some
Bennett.
Italian
Stetson
stallion? Stenson. Did he play last week?
No, he's like estranged from the team.
He's a strange.
Where do you go?
Nobody knows.
LA? He's in the on the Rams?
Yeah.
Oh, he had some personal issues.
Yeah, some
right?
personal issues. I don't think nobody knows what those personal issues are, but
He's filing for
Gonzo.
Social Security, I think.
that might be.
He's up there.
be.
He's up there.
Time's up. You're talking about DeVito.
Danny DeVito.
Yeah, he came in for the. He came in for the
And then
Giants.
they
last
wouldn't
week.
let him throw.
No,
The
they
poor
didn't.
kid only got to throw one time. The fans are chanting down.
Danny DeVito.
Let him throw.
Am I
Yeah.
clown to you?
I'm sorry, but if you're any type of backup quarterback on an NFL team and you can't be trusted to throw more than once and a half, you should not be in the NFL.
You shouldn't be in the NFL.
Should be
don't
holding
care.
a clipboard.
Did I not say how excited I was to watch that game last week?
Yes,
I'm pretty
you
sure
did.
I said that. And did that game not deliver?
24 punts.
Wasn't that awesome? Went to OT, came
Let's-
down to a field goal. I thought I hung it up, man, because I remember I had the Jets with 2.5, laying 2.5. I thought that was done.
What's CTV?
And then at the end, fourth quarter, some excitement, missed field goal.
Zach Wilson. Zach
Oh,
attack.
it's great. It was great. What a great game. Lived up to all my expectations for that one.
Odd thing is the Jets sent out the backup quarterback for their coin toss.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
It was an ex-Lion.
Totally didn't catch that.
Charlie Batch.
I may have been taking a leak.
Charlie's been retired a little bit, but
Chuck Batch.
no, like one of the guys they cut a couple years ago during Hard Knocks was out there.
Oh,
Didn't know.
is it the Purdue?
But it's, like, why would you not send out the captain? Like, isn't Zach
Mike
Wilson?
Mike McMahon?
Mike McMahon's been retired. I love him. The old Rutgers.
Hey, how about
Dual
this
threat.
one? This is going to be another. I'm looking forward to this
Bucks
one too.
and
The
Texans.
Bucks and the Texans. Honestly, I think this is going to be a fun one to watch. You got the Texans minus 149. They're going to be in Houston, by the way. Buccaneers plus 126. Texans at home, laying 2.5. 40 is your total. Somebody, anybody.
I don't know. This is another one that I'm sitting out because
Yeah,
I
this
just
is
don't
tough.
know where to go.
I don't get a feel on this.
I was
game
with
either
you
way.
guys. I was looking at the whole NFL slate, and I went a little heavier on NCAA this week. I don't.
There was a lot of
It's like as
matchups.
good as watching a World War II film. I mean, it's no good. The game's no good. No fun.
Yeah, I just
Like grab a shower during this game. I mean, it's not going to be good.
yeah, order some wings, whatever.
Are there injury concerns on Buccaneers?
You got Merriweather as the safety. He's questionable.
Buccaneers
And
are
Vita
in a little bit of
Vea.
a
He's
slide,
probably the
right?
biggest one.
Vita Vea.
Vita
Who?
Vea.
Okay,
Vita Vea.
so don't you think maybe that the Bucks might be the play?
I'm thinking Texans, as I was talking about with shower. But I mean, like, I just think the Texans are more up and coming, and I do like their coach. I think D'Amico Ryans is going to be the real
Yeah.
deal.
Hall
The
of Famer?
Bucks, sure, definitely a Hall of Fame player, right?
Kevin Diploma.
Pretty good.
He does not represent the Texans.
Well, apparently he coaches for him, so he'll go in the Hall of Fame as a Texan. So
All right.
Yeah,
never mind.
Who we missing
Throwback.
here? Tone,
That's a
did you get your-
throwback for all the
Yeah,
loyal viewers.
I wouldn't touch this game.
Not touching it.
I'm not getting any feeling on this.
All right. My turn.
Sure.
Wow, I have time. Cool.
How much time?
We'll
now?
leave you
No,
time for
I
the
shut it up.
Buccaneers Texans.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I have the Texans as part of a teaser, actually, so I had 10 points. That's coming up later.
I'm going to say the Texans are one of your biggest teasers this year.
I love the Texans. I think they've come through for me every time I've used them.
All right.
And I'm high on C.J. Stroud, and I'm low on the piece of shit Buccaneers that got me kicked out of Survivor. So fuck them.
Is that against the Falcons?
Yeah,
No
it's my
Survivor
Falcons.
fatalities last week.
Oh, you still in?
All eight were left.
Oh, I'm excited. I haven't bothered logging in again after I got kicked out.
I don't blame you. Who cares?
I don't care now, but I want you to win. I want you. Hope you do well.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm that kind of guy. I got the Commodes and the Patriots. Now, this one I'm not excited about. This is Snooze Fest 2023 right here. You got the Patriots minus 175, the Commodes plus 146. They're going to be in Foxborough. Minus 3 points are your Patriots at home. Tones runs the talk. 40.5 is your total. Go.
I think Pats are kind of trending in the right direction. Commanders just traded both DNs away.
Addition by subtraction, though?
And no,
Okay.
I feel like the Pats will cover at home and get a W here. I think Commanders are kind of waving the flag here. Both bookends of the D line shipping them out. I think I'll take the Pats in this.
Only play for me would be the over. Maybe you could tease something there, over again, but
Yeah. Looking at it over, I'm with you, Daryl. I mean, honestly, I'll say the Commodes not a very good team, and I agree with what Tone said about trending. But at the same time, Commanders dropped 31 on offense. They didn't lose anybody on offense against the Eagles. Over seems like a great play to me. I'm not taking them, but I want to be surprised if Commanders come out on top in this game.
Yeah, I don't have anything in the account yet, but I'm looking at my numbers right now. 47.6 was my total, my point total, and they're at 40.5. That's a 7-point advantage there. So I would probably take the over. But as far as sides go, I don't know. Sam Howell, Mac Jones, they don't excite me as a. I wouldn't want to do anything here.
there's no movement in your pants.
No movement in my pants. In my
I think in another
sweatpants.
life, they fought in the Civil War.
Yeah, you like to say that.
Well, Mac Jones definitely sounds like a lieutenant.
Mac Jones.
Mac Jones. Bears and Saints. The Bears beats Battlestar Galactica.
Bears
minus 388 money line. Bears plus 306.
The Bears.
They're at the Mercedes-Benz. Is that still the Superdome? Mercedes-Benz Superdome.
think so,
it is
Jimmy.
now. No, it's Caesars now. Caesars Superdome.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Minus 8.5 is going to be the Saints. They're laying that at home against the lowly Bears. 41 is your point total. Who would like that one? Good luck.
I don't like this game. I'll jump in, leave Jimmy another minute. Looks like a great game for him to break down for us. I do like the Saints to win. I think the Bears are falling apart. I think the film's out on their backup quarterback. The offense isn't very good. The defense isn't very good. Saints going to win, but by 8.5, I can't guarantee that. I'm going to probably stay away from this one. Daryl?
I don't know if I like the Saints enough to tease them down to minus 2.5, but that would probably be the only
Yeah.
play for me, and maybe Saints and Browns tease 6
Love it.
points. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, if I were doing anything, I would stick with the under on this game. 8.5's a little much. I think Saints win for sure, almost, but I don't like that 8.5. So
It's a lot of points.
It's a lot of points. Yeah. Like I said, my number came to, well, I didn't say this yet, but my number came to 6.3. So you should take the Bears here. I ain't going to do that. I don't have who their quarterback is in my notes. I think, is that must be unknown.
I
don't
think
have
it's
anybody.
still up for debate.
Yeah, secret agent man or what's his
Fields
face?
could really
he's not coming back though, right?
Throw that number on its head.
Yeah.
You're talking about Fields doesn't come back. Who else would play quarterback?
I don't know. I have
Bagent.
Well, it'd be Bagent,
Badgett.
but I have it as
Honey
unknown.
Badger.
Bagent.
So,
Bagent.
yeah, maybe go under here, but
I don't know.
nothing excites me at all about this game.
Derek Carr excites you a
Well,
little
I'll
bit?
tell you what, Derek Carr, I gave him kind of a hard time.
He gives me some movement. I like that guy.
Yeah,
He's
you
playing
like
a
that
little
guy.
better.
I know you do, and he's coming in. He's starting to play. He's starting to play. So I'm not going to take back
I feel
every
like
bad
the
thing I
Saints
said
never
about the
play
guy.
anybody good, though. Like, I think they're going
Yes.
to win the NFC. You
That's a
guys
fair
are going to play anyway. It's like every week. It's like, Saints Colts. That seems
Yeah.
like a normal
Yeah, it's always, yeah, you're right. Saints Colts every week. It seems like that's the game.
And
Saints, Colts.
Bobby Aberry walking through them doors, Rich.
Bobby Aber.
How about Jim,
He led
Jim
a
McMahon,
championship.
not Mike McMahon. Jim McMahon.
Panther championship.
Or Jim Harbaugh. Is he walking through the door?
Speaking of Colts, how about the Colts at the Panthers?
This seems like another game that's weekly.
Yeah, that's going to be another exciting one. Make sure you got Sunday ticket to watch this. You got Panthers plus 124, Colts minus 147. Panthers, they're at home, but they're getting 3 against the Colts, and 44 is your point total. D-Dub. These are your, two of your favorite teams.
Figure out a way to get off of that 3, right? Maybe Panthers plus 3.5 or something like that.
I'd go the other way.
Yeah, I mean, just because the
zero?
Panthers won last week.
Through the 0.
What's that?
Because the Panthers won last week.
No, forget about their last week performance. Just in general, they're horrible.
No, I'm with Daryl though. I think he's on. That's exactly what I'm thinking. Is they shot their wad, right? I mean,
Can they win 2 in a
Colts
row?
are bust.
I don't know.
Yeah, Colts are bust all the
Colts
way.
are bust.
Aren't they like a 2.5 win for the season? Now it's up to 3.5, I think. Wins for the season.
Yeah, I don't know what
And
they
so you got to
adjusted.
think about that one as well, because how many games are left? You know, it's going to fit
8 or
right
9.
in, right around there. So they only won 1 in the first 7 or 8, and so wins are coming
Yeah,
at a 25% clip.
Windsor.
But no, let's see what Anthony thinks.
I'm not going to add anything to this because I don't like. I don't know. This is another game.
Too many of these games every week.
Add them up on this list here for this week. I don't like this matchup to even pick a side on it. So I don't know.
yeah. And again, I think I'm with you guys, or Rich anyway. Take the Colts if you're going to do anything.
Sure.
If I had
I mean, in
to,
all honesty.
if I had to, I would take. The
Bill Vinanovich,
Gun to the head.
Vinanovich is the ref. That's his crew is typically an under crew,
Under normal penalties.
under point totals
Oh,
due to
or like to call penalties.
yardage. Yeah.
But you wouldn't want to tease the Colts.
No, I would tease the Colts, not the Panthers. Is what I would do.
I agree with that.
I don't want the Panthers. I never want the Panthers any which way. I haven't taken them for anything. I don't want them plus 40 points. I wouldn't take the Panthers. So that's my thinking anyway. All right, let's continue along here with the.
Oh my
That's
God!
another good one. The Giants at the Raiders.
Is this Sunday night?
This is this is football night in America.
football night.
4:25 p.m. You got the Raiders, Giants. They're going to be in Las Vegas at the what's that called? Not Accenture.
Sphere.
No, they're not playing the
that's-
Sphere.
They're not playing
That's
the
right.
They
Sphere.
don't play the
YouTube.
Sphere.
That would be
YouTube
cool.
matches. That would be
Wouldn't
cool.
that be awesome?
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Allegiant, thank you.
Stadium.
I'm thinking of Accenture. That's
That
not
would be
correct.
pretty trippy, I bet.
That would be. It'd be wild.
Yeah.
You got the Raiders minus 124, the Giants plus 103. Possible Daniel Jones re-emerging?
A Daniel Jones sighting.
Yeah, minus 1.5 are the Raiders, and 37 is your point total. Go ahead.
Daniel Jones, was he the lead singer of the Monkees?
No.
Oh, Davey.
Davy Jones.
My bad.
Depends on what you consider a lead singer, Jimmy.
You could say Mickey Dolenz.
Mickey Dolenz?
Or Mike Nesmith could have
Sure.
all been. Yeah.
Anybody but Peter Tork?
Did he sing any songs?
Not any of the good ones.
Okay.
I'll take this as one of my bets. I'm
What?
going to take the Raiders
What?
minus 1.5.
I like
who's
it.
the quarterback?
I like it.
I like the Raiders, baby.
Who's the quarterback?
Aiden
this week?
O'Connell is
Is
pitching.
he?
It's
Oh.
pitching.
Yeah,
He's going to be quarterbacking.
Yep.
Down on that one. Sure.
Yep.
Now I'm a believer.
That was Davey, I think.
Underrated
No, that was Mickey.
That was Mickey?
TV
For
show.
sure.
I
back
don't like
in
the
day.
Giants, bet against the Giants.
Did you ever see their movie?
I think I have.
Head?
Head.
Is that the name of the movie?
That's the name of the movie.
This is actually more exciting than the Raiders
I don't know
Giants
if
game.
that was a movie
this,
or an
this
offer.
conversation.
Do you know who wrote?
425.
Do you know who wrote that script, Jimmy?
Who wrote Head?
Yes,
I don't.
Jack Nicholson.
No shit.
Yes,
You wrote head.
true story.
Wow.
Okay. What
Okay,
else?
Daryl, you're on the clock here.
Oh, I got 50 seconds.
No.
No.
Divide that by
I
3.
haven't talked yet.
47 seconds.
Go.
I don't want to. I don't want to screw around with this game. But it would be the Giants for me. But no, not. I'm not doing it. No.
Okay.
Just wondering why this postcard notepad says I like big butts and I cannot lie.
You may have wrote that last week after that
You
Lars
sang
Bourbon.
it? No, that's not my writing.
Oh,
You sang it, admit it. Is what it says. Anybody want to?
And you did sing it. Somebody planted that. I got to
Somebody
see
put
the
that
writing.
there?
I'll take a look here. in a bit.
Unbelievable. 9 seconds left. I'm doing the Raiders, if anything, but other than that, I'm probably sleeping in this game, especially if Dubs is talking.
Yes, and I'm with you. I take the Raiders. I have them. They should be -2.5 to -1.5. Big freaking deal. But that would have been a Garoppolo in there sort of situation. Also, I hear the weather in Vegas is supposed to be great, so we won't have any problems here as far as snow or ice. And it's in the dome.
I actually heard that they're moving that game to Circa Swim.
Oh, that would be sweet.
That would be pretty.
That would be sweet.
Stadium
Yeah.
Swim.
And I have plus 3 points here on the point total, but I don't know with Aiden O'Connell if I'd want to go that route or not. We don't know.
I like
We don't
Aiden.
know.
Rich is a big Aiden O'Connell fan.
I did not know that. I did not know that.
Compared to Jimmy G.
Hey, now
What
here's a
about
real
Brian
game.
Hoyer?
The boys.
Now we're talking.
Now we're talking. We'll give this one to Rich off the bat here. -160 is your Eagles. They're at home. Your Cowboys are +136. They're in Philly. 3 points. The Eagles are laying at home. 47. What are you thinking here, Ricardo?
Well, I know Dak plays good against one team in the league, and that one team is the Eagles. I thought this was Sunday Night Football. How could this not be a primetime game?
No, there's
should be.
another great one coming up, though. For my
Dang.
time.
Yes.
All right. Well, I think the Eagles is barely scraping by. I think they get a wake-up call here. I'm taking Cowboys money line.
Yes, sir. Give me my Cowboys money line. My Cowboys.
Is that the Rich impersonation you were doing?
I don't have faith in the boys on the big stage. Eagles will cover.
Tell
Take
Mr.
them.
Francesco
Okay.
to suck it.
I think he
Okay.
just did.
All right. I guess it's my turn. Or do you have actually something you wanted to add, D-Dub? Constructive?
I think I did. I think I already added it.
Okay.
I'm pretty excited. I'm on board.
Personally,
Plus
what I'm doing
136.
is putting 500 on the Cowboys money line, along with the Bengals money line coming up here in that Sunday night special.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right. I'm going to do nothing here.
Oh,
What?
I'm going to enjoy the game. It's going
This
to be
is
a fun
America's
game to
game.
watch. Eagles, they have a tendency to sometimes become like the biggest choke artists in the world. And so do the Cowboys.
well,
So
sure,
which-
the
which one's
Cowboys,
gonna choke?
absolutely.
Cowboys are. You
I
don't know
Which
what
one's
you're
I
gonna
getting.
think the
choke?
Cowboys do the Lions a favor and pave the path to the first seed right here.
That would be nice.
that
that
could
would be
be.
nice.
That
Let's
could
go.
be. That could be. All right. And we're moving along. This is
Oh.
Football Night in America. Bills and Bengals. You'll find this game on
where
Peacock
were you
or
when the
NBC.
game got suspended?
I was sitting on my couch. This is a rematch of the Damar Hamlin. His
Yes,
name just
Monday
escaped my
night.
brain for a second.
Right.
I
there,
was
yeah.
driving in North Carolina when the
Caused a lot of chaos.
Yeah,
last
we
year.
were all texting that night, and we're like, "What the fuck is this?"
Like, Rich, pull over. Don't text when you drive.
Yeah, be safe, Rich. Be safe is what I said.
don't remember that.
Bengals -132. They're in Cincinnati, by the way. Bills +111. Bengals are going to be laying 2 at home. You got to find out where that opened, by the way. And 49.5 is your total. Tell us, you want this one?
If I were betting it, I would. I was looking at this game. I didn't feel comfortable to do it as one of my picks. It's tough because Bengals have been, to me, underperforming most of the season. Bills have looked spotty, but I don't know. Something's telling me I would take the Bills to win outright and take the money line on them. So
The Bengals. I told you last week, Jimmy. That was the play against
Play of the day.
San Fran.
Yeah.
Too much baseball clouding my head, you know. But
Yeah.
Bengals coming off the bye, and it appears that the Bengals have a quarterback again. Maybe
Yes.
1A or 1B, depending on where you rank Patrick Mahomes.
I wouldn't go that far.
No?
It's really only been 1 week, though,
1 week.
that he's done
But,
really well.
Okay, go back the last 2 years, though. Don't you
Uh-oh.
think Joe Burrow was sort of
Henry's gonna throw.
heading
That's
in
no,
that-
that's Hopkins.
Oh, it's Hopkins. Yeah,
I thought he was going to throw a touchdown. I was wondering if Daryl would have got credit for that.
would that count? It?
I thought that was Levis wearing dreads. You know?
Good.
He's got vapes coming out of his nose over there. Put this. If I had the camera, if I was producing this show, I would shoot it on you right now.
Oh, well, just
That was his Halloween costume, but it's over.
oh, that's funny.
But yeah, I like the Bengals. I think they're back to what they were the last couple of years. One of the better teams in the league.
I mean, Burrow's up there. He's definitely top 3 or 4. I mean, top. I'm with you, Daryl. Top 2 or 3 when he's not hurt.
I mean, you've kind of been saying that all year, even when he was terrible.
I told you a long time ago. Remember when I said Burrow's going to be the number 1 pick when people had him number 24?
I don't remember that.
God damn, bring up the date times. But anyways, I liked him a long time ago. I think when he's healthy, he's up there. Josh Allen, he's up there too. Allen, Mahomes, and Burrow can't go wrong. I mean, I just feel like the Bengals have the better momentum, so I'm taking the Bengals.
My recollection was the day before the draft, Rich said
Jesus
Burrow
Christ.
is the next number 1 overall pick.
You know,
Yeah.
come
And he
on.
was right.
Wow.
He was right.
I told you he was going to be the number 1 pick halfway through that year.
Okay.
And
The
then
day
he won
before the
national
draft,
championship.
he was
That's
able
what-
to
that's-
predict that?
That's
Rich
my
out.
recollection.
Day
but-
before the draft.
Oh, I could be wrong.
Whatever.
2 hours before the draft, Rich comes and says, it's going to be Burrow.
Technically, it already signed, but
Daryl can give me a little credit every once in a while. I said Burrow is the real deal. That guy's going to be the number 1 pick. And this was halfway through LSU's year.
I remember Rich saying about 3-4 weeks ago when Burrow sucked that he was the real deal. And I give him credit. He was
He's
right.
right. He had a good game last week. You know, I even my number here, minus 0.8. They're laying. That's really not that big of a difference. I actually do have. I have a ticket for the Bengals, not a top
Yeah.
pick, but
Because your number is taking over the course of the year.
yeah, it takes all that into account.
It's not weighted
Sure.
toward
Right.
most
No, it's not.
recent. And if it was, then you'd be a Bengals fan.
Yeah.
But
But the last week, I hate to put too much
Sure.
on that too. But
if the
I'm
Bengals
going to.
have the best quarterback in the league, and it's arguable
Mm-hmm.
that they do, or at least second or third best when he's healthy,
when he's healthy, yeah.
then by God, when he's not healthy, it's going to affect the numbers a little bit.
But do you think if like Mahomes had his receiving core that would make a difference?
He's never had a
The
receiving
Chiefs
core.
lost to the Broncos last week by over 10 points, and he was sick. So do the math.
yeah. It's interesting.
The Brincos?
The Brincos. Let's get to Monday Night Football.
Is this the last game?
This is it, baby.
No Tuesday night football this
not
week.
this week. Chargers and Jets. The Chargers and the Jets. I'm excited about this game too. I like watching the Jets play. I don't know why, but plus 147. Your Jets. They're at home. Plus 3.5. They're getting.
Jim also has a red room at home.
What's that?
You don't know what a red room is?
No, I've stayed at a red roof. Is that similar?
He knows about the red roof.
Yeah.
I bet you Tones knows
say
what
roof,
a red,
I say
red room
roof.
is.
You say roof?
Yeah. Like,
No, dog roofs.
Red Roof is?
shoot.
You stay where there's
My
a roof.
dog roughs.
Yeah. Minus 176.
So-
Chargers money line.
Think,
40
think,
points.
think shades of gray, Jim. 50 Shades, that is.
Oh,
Jim's not an avid reader.
No, I saw the movie in the theater.
And
though.
I'm not.
In the theater.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
I
that's-
mean, this
And
is the
I'm
rest.
not an
Pretty gay, but-
avid reader of shite. So
There you go. Somebody want to take this one? You got Chargers Jets Monday night.
I'm not excited about that. I'm staying away.
under.
If I'm losing, I'll double my whatever I'm losing.
Under.
let's give Jim a minute and 35 to talk
Yeah,
about
go
this
ahead.
one poet.
Yeah, you're a big Jets
I don't
guy.
postulate on your
Jets.
Jets.
I don't. I don't have much to say here. I have.
Got Jets pick 'em. That's a big spread there. That's a 3.5 point spread.
What
Pick 'em,
about
yeah.
the Jets? You know, makes you want to really watch
I don't know
them.
why. They always have fun games to watch,
This
and
is
they're
a-
always like people don't like the Jets.
Do you like
Jim should be
interceptions?
postulating all over the Jets on this.
Jim has an interception.
I don't have a play here.
Week one,
I don't.
I will say week one. I don't know if everybody feels this way or not, but that was probably the most exciting game of the season.
It was a good game.
Rodgers going down like he got shot out of a.
You say what you want. Zach Wilson has 2 late comebacks this year. How many quarterbacks can say
Rodgers.
that?
Where did this open? This opened at.
Not Rodgers.
What's the wrong
Right.
game here? Bear with me one second. I just want to
Question
see
is,
where
would the
this,
Jets have as good a record as they would now with Aaron Rodgers and Zach
Yes.
Wilson? Would they?
Yes, absolutely. And also,
I will say Aaron
Isn't it-
Rodgers was not that good last year.
right, but he played for the Packers. And
He
you
also
can
had
see
better
what
receivers last year.
Love is doing with the Packers right now.
this open.
Love sucks.
Lovey.
So while Jim
Love
was
stinks.
This open
Love
Chargers
stinks.
minus 1.5. So it went through the 3,
I'm taking the
Here.
Jets. Better
And
coach.
what caused
Better
that?
coach, better defense.
Yeah, why did it move that?
Why did it move that much?
I don't know.
What happened?
I don't know.
What
Chargers.
well,
Bank error in your favor, as the Monopoly game would say.
Because that's what
Thank
community
you.
chest.
Collect
I'm just looking at the entry list
$25
here.
If you pass go.
$50. Baker.
Harbert's broke his other thumb.
That could be what it is.
That was
He's gonna
part of it.
have it on glove on both hands. Yeah, I mean that's what the numbers come to. Although I think as part of that teaser, I have the Chargers
That's too bad.
with 10. So
Take Jets 10 and a half.
That's what I'm thinking.
All day. Oh, you get 10, right? 13 and a half.
I like the Chargers. I do. And I like the
Wait.
Jets too. I like the Chargers. I think Chargers are a good team. I think they're
If I'm
miscoached,
moving 10 points, I'm
but I
taking
think
the
they're a good
Jets.
team.
And they're playing the Leos next week.
Yeah.
If you're moving 10 points, Jimmy, you taking the 6.5?
I went and took the 6.5. Pretty sure that's what
Don't
I
like
did.
that.
That
all.
is a bad decision
Yeah,
in terms
on the road.
of the numbers.
On the road.
Not necessarily.
Mr. Wong would be rolling over in his grave. Dr. Wong.
Did I take that?
Dr.
I did.
I mean,
Dr.
you
Wong.
had the Jets on your own formula monoline as a pick. Now you're getting, plus you're getting another 3.5 on top of it.
That's correct. But if you look at the numbers,
If you had 10, that's 13 and a half. Of your
historically 82.2% of the time, if you take the reverse, so you take the Chargers, that would come home 82.2% of the time.
what's the opposite way? You got Jets at home as a home dog, 13 and a half. That has to be like 99.6.
If that was better, then I would have taken it. But
To me, it feels like you're wasting two solid 2.5.
What about
Two.
I'm talking a 7 and a 10.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're wasting
you can
some
look at it
points
that way.
there, buddy.
Yeah, I'm just looking to find out what's been the best over time, where the numbers land. Really doesn't even matter the teams all that much. Although I do like to say, okay, well, I like the Chargers. I think they'll get that 6.5. But hey, it's worked this far.
Agree,
Why
to
change
disagree.
it? Yeah, you can do that if you want.
Okay.
If you want to win, then don't disagree. If you want to lose,
Well, you might win both ways, but if I'm rolling, I'm taking Jets 13 and a half. That's that defense,
yeah, good D. Good D on the Jets.
better coach.
Yes. Yep. Better coach.
Better quarterback.
No.
Zach Morris at quarterback.
Zach Morris.
Wrong. All right, guys. That is every NFL game. And it was that was actually pretty damn close to 30 minutes today. If you can
right.
imagine that.
The bye
Wasn't
weeks
too
gave
far
us-
off.
gave
That
us
Jets
help.
game cost us a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That was pretty exciting television.
Cheryl
there.
was done in 5 seconds.
Yeah. All
I
right.
can't even remember what I picked.
It's time for the trivia. The trivia answer.
I forgot
To refresh you guys of the question, it was which quarterback holds the records for the most 500-yard passing games in their career?
Jim, do we have a loser?
In their career. You do. We have a loser.
All right.
We do. And I will, let me cut back here to give out the answers here. We have, first guess was, this must be Rich. He says, Warren Moon over Miami.
Yeah.
Is that reference to a Denny's menu
That
item?
is the right.
Warren Moon's over
It's a
Miami.
Denny's
Okay.
menu item.
Correct.
Warren Moon over Miami. Okay. We got Tones. Tone says, Drew Brees. Drew Brees.
Interesting.
Pretty good.
Not bad
Pretty
pick.
good. And last but not least, I got an autograph on this one, so we know who that belongs to. D-Dub, Daryl W. Hall of Fame. He says, Ben Roethlisberger. Ben
Ooh, that could be good, too.
Roethlisberger. Looks like he had
So,
something else. He
my
had something else
rationale-
there, and he crossed it
Yeah, I
off.
had Warren Moon, but my rationale was Jim's not smart enough to remember that the Oilers used to be in Tennessee. So he's got to have somebody that's in tonight's game. It's the Steelers. It's Roethlisberger. Am
Okay.
I right, Jimmy?
The correct response was Ben Roethlisberger.
I know you too well, Jimmy.
You know, well, that's what I was about to say before Rich stopped me. Is that I
I
always
had
do
one of
something.
them. I had Drew Brees. One. It was
Yes,
only
you
two.
were
Yeah.
gonna mention that you do a tie-in to tonight's game.
Yeah.
Yep. So Drew Brees and Tom Brady did so twice, but Big Ben, and I had no idea about this. He did it 4 times. 4 times in his career, he had 500-yard games. 3 times in the regular
He
season.
could sling it.
Yeah, once in the
Big Ben, they
postseason.
call him.
I was kind of
6
thinking
foot
maybe
6.
I was thinking Manning for a little bit, but he had some explosive.
So
Yeah.
Warren
games
Moon
and-
did not ever get over 500 yards.
Richie spoiled it for you because I think if he would have let Jimmy speak, he would have made you realize it's got to be a Steeler.
It's got to be a Steeler. Yeah.
Titan.
Wasn't a Titan probably, right? So it'd have to have been a Steeler.
I mean, I thought about the Titans. I thought not Eddie George, but
Air McNair?
yeah, Steve McNair
oh, yeah, I guess
was the worst as far as a vertical threat. He was not top 10 ever
Air
in his
McNair.
career.
Not top 10, but he could get it done when he needed to. He was a good thrower.
Okay, I'm gonna
Could you tell me what school he came out of?
Acorn State.
Acorn
Correct.
State.
And so
Wow.
if we were talking Steelers, it wasn't Neil O'Donnell.
Sure, or
Bobby Brister?
That was the guy that I was gonna say next.
I'm
Bobby
in
Brister.
tune. I'm in tune with you.
Who else? Charlie Batch.
Charlie Batch?
Oh yeah,
What else, Jimmy?
I like Charlie. He's my
Who
quarterback.
was the quarterback against the Cowboys in the Super Bowl? Was that Neil O'Donnell?
That was
I
Neil
think so, yeah.
O'Donnell.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
former Jet.
How about Terry
Neil O'Donnell.
Bradshaw?
Well,
He
we're
could
not
have
going.
winged it 500 yards.
They
They
didn't
didn't
throw
wing
the
it
ball
back then.
but he did throw the ball a bit. He
did.
had Lynn Swan and
Schwami.
who else? Rich.
What's happened in the game, by the way?
7-3.
7-3 who?
I don't know. Who else?
Stallworth.
Steelers? Damn it.
Lance Allworth. Allworth.
Okay.
All
Does
right,
that
so
mean
that was
me and Tones are
Hall of Famer.
Rochambeau?
that is exactly what that means.
Hey,
Now, Rich
dollars
is,
to donuts.
Yeah.
My money's on Rich.
Oh, yeah.
No offense.
I haven't. I
Can we
haven't done
handicap this, Daryl? Because I want to bet on Rich too.
I haven't done a
But I'll
Rochambeau
take-
yet.
here's what-
Anybody
I'll
want
do.
4-to-1 odds on
I'm gonna take.
Anthony?
Why does he cheat?
I'll take 4 to.
I don't.
I'll take 4 to 1. I'll take
Every-
4 to 1.
Everybody's
4-1.
got their gift, you know?
Shit, you know what we forgot? Speaking of bets, we forgot to get Tones' Peroni.
I
We-
bought
we
him a
each-
Peroni that night.
No, we
talked-
throw him a
oh,
six
yeah,
pack.
the 6-pack. That's right.
So you get 12 Peronis between me and Rich. So I will.
Sure,
Peroni?
I
I'm
forgot.
sure.
I
That
forgot
sounds
about
like
that.
early Christmas gift to me.
Tones will share with us in the fridge. But
Oh, sure.
Yeah, and also Realtor Lauren says, "Where is Mac, Rich? I thought you were going to bring him in."
yeah, he's not.
dumb
Yeah. Where's
I,
Mac?
he's, I can bring
Mac
in
had a
Maddie.
bad lunch, as Rich would say.
Still not
Bad
potty
lunch,
trained, is he?
yeah. He's not quite. You know, I mean, I could hold him, but he would be kind of miserable. Like, just,
I want to meet Mac.
Okay.
we'll bring him in. Just give me some time to work with him. I could bring Maddie though, and she'll shed hair over everybody if you want me to.
Yeah.
That girl's a champ. She can go well using the bathroom 12 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
Steel curtain
No
bladder.
accents.
Steel curtain. Speaking of the Steelers, you want to take 4? I'll take 4 to 1. On
Yeah,
Tones.
what do you want to
4-1.
wager?
Let's wager.
Wow, Tones, that's like you're a severe underdog here.
How about a
severe.
sixer of Natty?
Dude, Natty Lights. Yeah, that's
Okay,
a 24
you're
pack.
on, brother.
4 to 1. Here we go.
All right,
Best
so
out
we
of
do
3.
the 1, 2, and then shoot the whatever
Two,
we're
two.
doing.
Okay.
Right, you ready?
As Toads
Yeah.
would say, shoot the wad. Is that
Slowly.
what some Toads would say?
Wads. What do you say? Like 1 week?
I got to think
Last
what
week was
Tones
like
is thinking.
the hot
here.
wad.
Let me dial in. Okay, I'm
Ready?
ready. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 1, 2, 3. You got me.
Yes.
4-1.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Just like that. 4-1.
Not to rub it in, but that was a solid victory. And Rich's first loss. I had a feeling tonight was the night.
That was my
Tones.
first.
I knew it.
Jeez,
Well, that was my
Pete,
first
I'm out.
Shambo, so like
Yes.
nobody had a feel on me. You know,
Right.
Jeez.
there was no.
I second guessed mine. I was gonna go.
There's
with
no
the-
sign.
Wow, what a
there was no
great
sign
night.
stealing on me yet. So
You
So
just cost me $8.99 plus 24 times 10 cents deposit and 6 cents on tax.
I've known Jimmy longer than you. Sorry.
I just don't want to go into those crooked party stores where they try to charge a tax on the deposit.
Oh, is that a thing?
What's that liquor store that's near Wardell? That's like,
The Wardell Motel?
yeah.
That's
I
a
used
good
to go
one.
there. Scope Cheese. Scope Cheese. Did
Oh.
you ever go in there?
Oh, I know what you're
think
talking
so.
I
about.
thought it was
Scotch-
A&A. I thought it was A&A.
Scope Cheese. Scope Cheese.
Isn't there an
Scotch
A&A?
cheese.
Scop Cheese.
Scotch cheese. Yeah, I don't know if it's still there though.
Isn't there an
I used to go years
A&A
ago.
or A&B at 21 in Van Dyke?
I think
no, no.
We're
so.
getting a little too regional, guys.
Yeah,
That's
we are.
regional.
Those people in Nolans.
Hang
they
on,
don't know.
there are people from the Midwest
Yeah.
and beyond.
Congratulations,
All right.
Tones.
So Rich is buying the beer,
I can't count on Rich for nothing.
and I got a case of Natty coming my way. That makes me so
You
happy.
hooked your
What
wagon
a- this
to a
is worth it
20-year.
tonight.
I should have switched it up. I
was worth
I
it.
knew I should have switched it.
I've been analyzing your pattern, Rich, and I'm like
Is that
tiptones
pattern?
off to what it was.
There was no
I
inside
should
scouting.
have dumbed it down knowing that Tones was an amateur.
There was no inside scouting. No team that I cheer for does.
I feel like I've
inside
beaten Tones this year though. I don't know why.
Anthony, as Bobby Ross would say, embarrassing. Embarrassing.
Take a bus ticket back home.
I had a late lunch today.
All right, folks. We are towards the end here, and it's time.
For the top.
We're about at the halfway point, fellas.
Oh, shit. I almost forgot top picks.
Yes, you did.
Top picks,
Well,
dude.
what the hell?
I was trying
How did
to
I do that?
give
Were
you
trying
Threw
to
me
warn
off,
me?
Jim.
I'm
That's
sorry.
why.
social cue.
That's why everybody tunes in for the big
Hope you
bucks.
packed the lunch, folks, and we're not anywhere near done.
No.
Sorry about that.
People want to win money here.
Holy shit.
He redirected the trivia answer to number 6 trivia, number 7.5
Yeah.
trivia.
Wow, god damn.
Dang
That was
it.
stupid.
That was stupid.
You have a
Very
totally
stupid.
different result after this.
These are the top picks.
Do we
Here's
have to
the top
redo
picks.
the Rochambeau?
No,
I think
it's
we
all
do.
done.
Are you sure?
No, I mean, you settle it when you settle it. It's
Settled.
it's part of the sports book rules here. You got Richie. Go for it, buddy.
Sure, this is the pick I mentioned off the start. This game started. I don't know if anybody give me a score update, but I'm rolling with Duke here. Gonna take the 6.5.
Woo woo!
Thank you, Daryl. Not my Dallas Cowboys, but how about them Wyoming Cowboys? I like them at -6.
Hey, I'm
Thank you.
gonna ask you about this. Is this supposed to be? Is that a Coach K? Mike Krzyzewski's?
Yeah, you ever seen that Bud Light commercial when they're like trying to pronounce his last name and they're like
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Wojnowski.
I get you. Okay. I kind of wondered that.
Is
that's
that
what
his
that was.
limo driver?
Wuznowski.
Got the side.
Oh, and then here's your Ram at home, folks.
This is it?
Which- Rudy?
Rudy. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think Debo's starting to lose it. He's like calling out the fans.
He's telling
like,
the fans suck. You suck. My contract is well worth it because I earned it.
yeah, he's
It's
like,
all your fault that the team sucks, not mine.
I think there's some falling
I think Notre
apart
Dame's
there.
a really good team, honestly. I mean, they have 2 losses, but they've beaten some good teams. I don't know how they don't go. I think last year they beat Clemson handily, and they're going to do it again.
They're gonna go and kick ass.
Get that wild turkey, folks. Put it on mortgage. Get your Mr. Monopoly out, whatever your property you can mortgage, and take the Irish because we're going 8-0 in Raymond Homes. Yeah, like I said earlier, Chiefs. Jake from State Farm says so.
Wait a minute. You paused on that an awful long time. Is it possible you didn't even know what your own pick was that time?
No, I said Ja.
Ja.
It seems like it took you a while. You're really having to read and think, like, what the fuck
Well, I
did I
gotta
put
see
here?
the damn graphic come up. I don't got all these things spinning around my face. I don't even
Just-
know what the last. Oh, I took the
Just checking.
Browns.
Just checking. Okay.
You want to
checking.
test my memory? The Charlie Browns, that is.
It's hard to
Charlie
make.
Brown.
It's hard to make that one out though. Jake from State Farm says Chiefs -2. It sounds like you're taking
Chiefs.
the
minus 2.
Chiefs, right?
I am taking the Chiefs.
Okay,
Okay.
just
He does a lot of commercials with Pat Mahomes.
little
My
confused.
homies.
And the Charlie Browns -7.5.
Yeah, I got 7.5 on DraftKings today. It was -112, but hey, take that extra hook.
Take it.
Rich, of all the Charlie Browns, you're the Charlie Browniest.
You are.
Thanks, Lucy.
Go ahead, D-Dub.
Texas money line, yes, 2 units. That's borderline rammer jammer.
Damn it.
So the kid, as you know, Rich, the kid is playing. It's on the other side of the sheet.
Yeah, who is that cat that played? I don't even know who that-
Malik Murphy. Just
Yeah.
rolls off the tongue.
Malik.
He's good enough.
So where's Archie transferring next year? Michigan State?
He's not that good. Archie will be starting in another year. And if you remember, Peyton didn't transfer when he was playing behind
It's a
Former
different
team,
time now.
former Heisman Trophy winner. Former-
Heath Schuler?
Yes. Former Washington Redskins quarterback Heath Schuler.
First round pick.
Very good. Yeah, so I'm putting 2 units on the Texas Longhorns. But, I'm basing that on the fact that I like the way they played last week with the backup quarterback.
Sure.
But do with that what you will. DeAndre Hopkins to score tonight, and so far, to my knowledge, he has not done that. I got a better one here for you. It's a single game SGP X.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
no. Just
Plus?
SGP.
Is it SGP?
Just
Plus?
SGP. Levi's jeans to score 2
You actually have
touchdowns.
him to throw a pick on top
Oh
of
yeah,
2?
that's a great bet. It's worked out for me every time I pick a quarterback to
All right.
throw an interception. It happened last week with Goff, and Goff is actually not that bad of
He
a.
doesn't throw that many.
Yes,
What
When
are
he
the odds
does,
on-
he
what are the
throws
odds
pick
on that?
sixes.
wasn't as wild as you think it was. It was between. It was like between -100 and -200, but it wasn't that crazy.
Oh man, I thought it was
Yeah,
more than
those
that.
numbers are pretty good. If you look at quarterbacks that are plus for the week. In fact, I'm sorry, he was plus 100 to
Yeah, I
plus
was just
200.
saying,
Yeah,
My
I was saying
fault.
there'd be no way.
So if you look at those, at least over the course of this season, you'll usually win out if you pick the plus what do you want to plus odds.
yeah.
You'll usually win on that. From my experience, it's 100%, but it's not every week. But it's
Yeah,
better than
1 out of 1.
it-
100%.
for me.
Yeah.
But I mean, for
100%.
across the season, the first 5 weeks of the year, it was like 80%. And then since then, it's like 65, 70%.
I find those fruitful too, and it's funny because I actually have one of those as one of my top picks, and we didn't discuss this ahead of time, so it's interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So, anyways, it's just Levis throwing 2 TDs and an interception. Also, Pickett throwing an interception. The Tennessee Titans getting 3.5, and Levis throwing 203 yards of passing. I got Colorado getting 13.5. The Beavers you probably have noticed over the course of the last 5 or 6 weeks is my favorite team.
Yeah.
But 13.5 is just too much. Colorado at home. Oregon State is not as good on the road, and I would take that one to the bank.
Okay.
This is the big one. This is the one I'm really considering putting the Bourbons up for.
Oh, this is
Bengals,
the Ram.
money
This
line.
would be
Damn it.
one I would consider putting the Bourbons up for what's the word? Mortgage?
I think that's what Rich uses. Yeah.
Mortgage it?
Well, he wants you to mortgage it.
Mortgage the Bourbons?
Sure.
I would consider that. I'm not sure yet, but I think I'm going to mortgage the Bourbons. Bengals money line, Cowboys money line. I think the Bengals are rolling right now, and both teams kind of came off a bye in the last 2 weeks, and the Cowboys. I don't know. It's always hard to get behind them because they will let you down, as you remember that fateful day in.
San Francisco.
In Ohio, Jimmy, when we were sitting in the what was that bar?
Yeah, the chicken wing.
They let us
place.
down. They let us down.
They let us down big
No,
time.
the Loop, Jiffy.
No, it was a
Quality.
what the hell was the name of that? This was not that long ago. We
Good
were down
wings.
there. Yeah, great wings. I thought delicious.
Cowboys did not.
Was that
do
against
us-
Arizona?
That was against Arizona.
sir.
Yeah, sure was.
So it's hard to get behind the Cowboys, but I'm going to take it. Money line and the Bengals money line. The Bengals, I don't have the numbers, but I think the Bengals are like minus 125-ish, and the Cowboys are like plus 130-ish. It makes for plus 344 on a 2-team parlay. And that would be something to write home about, even by Anthony's standards.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That is an interesting play. Right now, just to give you an idea, the money line Dallas. This is Vegas odds, but plus 130 for Dallas and minus 155 for Philly.
No, the what about the Bengals?
The Penguins.
Oh, I'm sorry. Bengals. Next one. Hold on. Bills
Oh,
Bengals. Probably
Probably
very
about
similar to that, right?
135, 130.
You're looking at Buffalo minus 120.
no.
No, the Bengals are favored.
They're minus 100. So it's a pick 'em. Minus 100, minus 120. Buffalo minus 120. Cincy
No.
minus 100. That's where it's at right
You're
now.
looking at the wrong week, Rich.
No, South Point.
I'm not talking.
Cincinnati minus 130. Circa.
Force a habit.
Cincinnati minus
What
128.
happened?
I don't know. I
Caesars,
thought
130.
Weren't the Bengals favored
The
by 2?
Bengals were favored by 4 earlier in the week.
The line right now is Cincinnati minus 2.
That's what I
So
thought.
shouldn't they be minus 120?
Right. I'm
something?
thinking they can't be minus 100 and minus 2.
Looking
Why
at it
would
right
you
now.
not take him even?
What's up?
Yeah, right. Seriously.
Minus 2 is minus 110 at South Point
It's minus 130 on DraftKings, which makes sense.
and minus 130 at
You
South
said
Point.
100.
That's the average. I'm sorry, that's the opening line. Opening line.
Opening line.
Minus 130, minus 128, minus 130, minus 130, minus 130, minus
I didn't think it
128.
was possible, Jimmy, but you confounded me, even me.
I'm sorry. I looked at the open there. Yeah, minus
That's okay.
130, minus 128, minus 130.
That's okay.
Mistakes were made.
Yeah.
It started at Bengals minus 1.5, if my records are correct.
It did.
And now it is somewhere around
2.
Yeah.
Too.
So,
So I have
but yeah, Bengals money line, Cowboys money line. It's a gamble, but by God, it's going to pay out if it hits, and it's not that far fetched.
okay.
Just something to think about. I'm not ramming it. I'm not jamming it.
Something
but,
to think about.
Something to think about.
Simmer.
How about Tones?
Just give me something to talk
I
about.
did an equal mix
Bonnie
of
Raitt, next question.
college and pro this week. 3-3.
3-3.
No parlays for me, which is kind of odd, but
Sure.
I like Missouri here to cover. They're playing at Georgia, but I think they'll stick within the 15.5 there. So I will take that.
Like that coach over there at Missouri.
Yeah, good solid team, and yeah, I think they'll keep it within 10 or so.
He's a Christian fella, by the
He's a
way.
Christian fellow.
He sounds
Good
like he
solid.
could be Hebrew, but he's actually Christian.
I think we might have had this conversation before on the
Okay.
show. Yeah.
No need to rehash.
Penn State, Maryland. I didn't like the line in this, but I think this is going to be a back and forth game. Penn State and Indiana went over last week. Maryland has a much better offense than Indiana, and I think this will be just a shootout back and forth. So I could see 60 plus points in this game. So I'll take the over on that. I think USC's fraudulent. I think Washington is going to destroy them. 3 points, no
I like
problem.
that. I like that one.
Yeah.
No problem.
I agree. Fraudulent USC.
Yeah,
If Washington is healthy, man,
watch out.
Washington's got to keep going.
who are you going to bet against them?
Not too
Nobody.
many.
That's the only futures ticket I have right now is
Yeah.
Washington.
My 3 pro games, I got again with the quarterback situation, no Cousins, I think, and I just don't think the Vikings are going to be able to keep up with the Falcons. I like Falcons QB 2 versus Falcons QB or Vikings QB 2. So at home, I think Falcons will win by at least 6. Cover that.
I'm hearing a lot of people say now that Cousins would have been the MVP or lead candidate for it
Oh, my God.
if he had not gotten injured.
No.
No
Doubt
way.
it.
Based on
way.
2 weeks where
No.
he was on fire.
He had a
Yeah,
couple good
it's
weeks.
bizarre.
They were 4-4. I don't think.
People are stupid.
I don't like the Giants at all. Raiders at home.
He did it without Jefferson, though.
The Lions beat them, but the Raiders, they were going to give the Lions some fits early on in the game defensively. So I think Jimmy G's sitting down. I like him being replaced. Giants, I just don't trust their offense at all. Raiders at home, I think they'll cover.
Even with Daniel Jones?
Daniel Jones is
No.
not a good
Cuts
QB.
a mean lawn.
He does.
Not a good QB.
I'll tell you what, Tones, not to chime into your conversation here, but who's the interim coach now for the Raiders?
Richie?
Some black fella. Not sure his name.
Okay.
I usually like on a coaching change, players usually play hard right after a coaching
I can't
change.
remember.
Yeah, I think you're
They
right.
fired their OC too. Just it was like,
Yeah, Lombardi, wasn't
Lombardi.
it? It was the Lions' old OC way back.
was that
Yeah, under
the same guy though? No, that was Joe Lombardi.
It's not Joe Lombardi.
No, this guy's name was Mike.
Oh, the Lombardi line?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, so I was assuming. I didn't know there was another Lombardi.
I
OC
think Joe
in-
Lombardi's still around. I don't know who he coaches for though.
Was he down in the with the Saints? I think. For a while.
was.
Somehow
for a
I think
long
you're
time.
both wrong in this whole.
That's,
Throw a
name is-
flag. Throw a flag and cost yourself a cigar, then, sir.
I'll tell you what. I've said it. I've
definitely
said it
not
since
Mike
the start of the
Lombardi,
season. I
is
It
think
is Mike Lombardi. I just read it.
Mike
No.
Lombardi Jr.?
maybe it's his kid. I don't know. The Raiders are a better team than people give them credit for.
They
They're just
are.
poorly coached.
No, I watched
They
the
were.
game. Yeah, they were giving the Lions some.
No, they're not a bad team.
They were hanging around. They got
They're not
good
a good
defensive
team.
pressure. And like I said, Vikings with no Cousins and their top.
Adams was open by 15 yards
Yeah.
twice.
Yeah. Oh, if G would have hit one of the two of those, it would have been a very interesting game. So, Yeah, I think they'll take care of business, and I just don't trust the Cowboys at Philly. To me, Philly's the team to beat in the NFC right now. Lions are trying to catch them, but right now the Eagles are the team to beat.
Okay. I like your picks, Stones. I like your picks.
I
He's
think
on
Rich,
fire.
if Rich
I
was
like all
here
your
right now,
picks.
you'd say them fighting words.
Yeah, well, Rich is a Cowboys guy. It's fair. Here's what I got. Daryl, to go to your point, I got Jalen Hurts over 0.5 interceptions. And you guys may not know this, but Hurts is tied for second with the most interceptions in the NFL.
Yep.
It's
He's
Mick
thrown
Lombardi.
Dummy.
Oh, different
Close.
Lombardi.
You dumb.
Different Lombardi.
8 picks.
Lombardi. You told me you probably wouldn't. If I said it was Mick Lombardi, been like, who?
Yeah,
No, I know who Mike Lombardi is.
we all know who Mike Lombardi
Sure.
is.
I'm sorry, Mick. Mike.
Spent some
Jim's
time
got
with
the
the Browns.
sweatshirt on.
I am, yeah. He sold this to me personally. What was I going to say? Oh, the Cowboys are tied for third for INTs. I could see this happening, no problem. Jalen lobbing one down.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's minus 105 over
The
at
Cowboys have more defensive touchdowns than third of the
lot of
NFL.
defensive touchdowns. That is for sure. Second, I'm going with the Saints here, and like I said that I'm not going with the Saints, but I said that Derek Carr is. I think he's starting to come into his own a little bit there
You're
now
liking
in
him?
Nolans.
You're liking
I'm
him?
liking him, and I'm going to go with Kamara. Actually, he's a skilled receiver as a running back. I'm going to say he's going to go over 35.5 receiving yards. Chicago's given up the second most yards in the air to running backs, and the third most to receivers in the last 5 weeks.
I've known Rich a long time.
Yeah.
I'm reading his mind here, and he's going to say, that sounds like a pretty interesting pick there, Jimmy Alvin Kamara. Am I right, Rich? You're not getting on top of that one?
I get on top of
dig
a
it.
lot of things, and that's not one of them, my friend.
Oh,
Hey, whatever.
yeah.
If you're around it, Rich gets on top of it.
I don't hate it though. Sure.
Okay, you don't hate it. All right,
like
I'm doing good so far. How
I
about
would
this
take
one?
it.
I'm
I would
going
take it.
along the
I
same
don't know,
road
Jimmy.
here.
I was actually looking at that Brees Hall pick, and Jimmy. I mean, I feel like Brees Hall's just killing it lately.
God damn it, he didn't kill it last week in the rushing
No, he
department when
didn't.
you said that last week.
How about
Yeah.
receiving?
It
Nobody
was
did
supposed to be
anything.
over
I
60.
don't- didn't he have him
He had a
receiving
great
last week?
receiving.
No.
Oh, I see. He's doing
He
I
had
had him rushing.
He did.
Oh.
But
So 25
last week,
yards.
Rich was telling us when he said Brees Hall for over 65 yards rushing.
I like
Rich
that.
said it was a great pick.
Oh,
and
it
by
was a
God,
great pick.
I jumped on it based on Rich's,
Yeah,
You're
seconded
blaming
it.
me for
I'm
Jimmy's
blaming
pick.
He
it.
seconded
I'm
it.
blaming it
Yeah.
because you
Jimmy
said
made the pick.
that sounds great, Jimmy, and I got on top of that one. Not so fast, my
Well,
friend.
that
It's-
one didn't come
You
up.
got to start doing the math. Like Jimmy's 10%, and then you're below 20%. So when you jump on it, then odds are you just lowered
Does
that.
that work that way?
Lower the percentage.
When Daryl's like, "Oh, I played that one too," I'm like, "Ah, fuck." Can I cash it out now? No, I'm kidding. But here's the deal with Brees Hall. Okay,
A little hurtful.
no, I'm just teasing you. So over the last 5 weeks, you know who gives up the most yards to running backs in the air?
The Chargers.
In the air. That's fucking A right, Rich. It's the Chargers.
I think you told me last week the Giants give up a ton of rushing.
That didn't happen last week. Last week that game was so bizarre, but it was cool to watch. It was fun to watch, but it was crazy.
It's good to see Danny DeVito getting work
Yeah.
again.
DeVito,
And here's the
DeVito.
deal with this. Here's the deal. The line earlier today was 17.5. I'm thinking 25 all day. So Caesars had it. They were the only place that had this. They had it 25 plus. It's an alt line at plus 145. I'm going for it. You could get it at probably 17 or 18 right now, but I'm gonna say he's gonna go for 30 or more.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. So
What was 50?
I don't think that's it. Actually, that wasn't an option. That was the only alt line out there was 25, and I'm like, well, that's about the baseline anyway. So I'm going with that.
Could be one catch.
Going with that. Could be one catch. Hopefully, it is one
I
catch.
saw all those receiving yards last week in the box score.
Yeah.
Not so much the rushing yards, Jimmy.
No. All right, we talked about this one
So,
earlier.
Henry?
What's Henry got for? Anybody know what he's got right now?
I have him in a parlay right now. Let me check. Let's see here.
Okay. I got Titans 7.5 over 30.5. So there's that. Here is the teaser of the week. This one, of course, needs to go at Golden Nugget if you can. Texans plus 7.5. Bengals minus 8. Chargers plus 6.5. Again, we got a clear 81.71% of wins.
16 yards, Jimmy, early in the second. You're on pace.
Not my pace.
Yeah, 16 yards.
Could be cutting it close, but
You're overpaced over 30.5, and Titans are marching down the field. So let's go.
Let's do it. And then Chargers plus 6.5. So that's where that one is going to be. And then I took the Chiefs -1. I know we talked about this one earlier. I don't have a super good reason for this. I really don't.
Ja.
Besides the fact, that the Dolphins are bad against
Good teams.
good teams. They do not perform well.
Even in Germany.
But that's a legitimate point. That is a legitimate point. But I went with that anyway as a top pick. I think the Chiefs are going to win that game. I'll lay the 1 for about 20 cents.
Fair enough.
That's what it boils down to. All right, let's reveal the trivia answers, guys. Oh, wait. No, we already did that.
We did trip.
I already did that.
Oh, I get the Rochambeau again.
I'm an idiot.
Rochambeau.
How about some shout-outs then? Anybody got any of those?
As we mentioned last week, JT and I were downtown. Shout out to Detroit. About the energy. It was freezing downtown, but there was people all over the streets, tailgating all over the place. We had a great time walking around for 4 or 5 hours before the game. It's good to see the energy. Everybody's believing, and Lions are on their way.
Rich, you got anything to say about this?
Yeah, shout out to Matt Perry. Jewish community. And Rachel Moffitt actually walked in and got her first job today. So shout out to Rachel.
What's Rachel Moffitt doing?
She's gonna be working at Nitschke's meat market.
Meat
You ever
market.
been there?
I've been in there.
Wow.
I'm
Yeah.
familiar with Nitschke's. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a
think
cool
you're
little
pronouncing
store
it
if you've
right.
ever
Quality
been.
meats
Maybe
there.
Knitschke's, I don't know. It starts with a K,
Nitschke's.
but it has
Nitschke's.
I thought it was Nitschke's,
My
but
neighbor calls it niches, and he's been around for 81
well, you
years.
know what, Daryl? Snitches get niches,
He's
bitch.
81 years young.
Now,
We've ordered some bacon and sausage
Yeah.
from there.
Yeah.
He's been in Shelby Township for 75 years. And the 6 years prior to that, he was in Utica.
Well, he's kind of older, so maybe he had a little Schlortrisch.
Don't you talk about Frank that way.
And Mommy Midwest, she calls it Nitschke's.
Yeah,
So I don't
think
know.
that's what I
Nietzsche's.
said.
Well,
I think
Ray
it's Nietzsche's.
Ray Nitschke.
I think
You know what? I'll get the answer for that when she starts working. I'll report back.
Yeah,
Report back.
I think a lot of people would be interested in that.
Yeah, that store's cool though. I've been in there. They got like a lot of cool like local stuff. Like you know,
Quality
Like,
place.
pork bladder and
little pierogies.
some.
Pork platter. Shout out.
You can get some
Shout out.
some pork.
Rinds,
I was gonna say bowels.
Pork bowels.
intestines.
Intestines. All right.
That's it.
D-Dub.
What do I want to shoot out?
Henry just got some yardage there.
Nice.
I
might hit
didn't-
my parlay
Didn't think
here.
this.
Not at you.
I didn't think about this so long. But, I guess I just wish for world peace.
Well, that's nice. That is nice. All right, you're done.
Shout out to the Hamas.
Tones, I will shout out D-Wash again.
Yeah,
I'm going to shout out Kosher Mike. It was fun catching up with him down there, too.
That
He
was
down
awesome.
there.
Yeah.
It's good to see him. And Kosher Mike invited us to this tailgate.
Yeah.
And you know, in the business we're in, we have vendors, right? That they want to. we
Yeah,
want you to do
like-
business with them.
Purveyors.
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
like Boar's Head, Eckridge.
Exactly. So the equivalent would be like if we were a meat market, Eckridge might invite us to their tailgate.
Sure.
And we were
Home on the farm.
we were down there. This was the funniest moment of the,
Jimmy D.
of
I
the
hit
day.
that one. That one's okay. Not too bad.
And we ran into another supplier, if you will, another vendor of
Yeah.
ours.
Yeah.
Who is
Gummies.
Funny
he's a straight fella.
It's a funny guy.
Straight in the sense of
He's
like
married.
a straight shooter.
He's married, yeah.
Oh, a sexuality.
Yeah. But he
Okay.
comes across. He's very flamboyant, you know.
Oh, Lavelle. I got down to
In a lot of
What?
ways, Ric Flair was flamboyant.
Yeah.
But nobody was questioning his.
Right. This-
Nobody questioned
Nobody
his
questioned his sexuality.
Nobody.
Sure.
What's the age?
So about an hour goes by, and
Triple H.
Double D, we know, you guys all know Double D.
Yeah.
Shout out to Double D.
Also flamboyant. Not really.
Very flamboyant. He was ready to go to the game because it was cold.
It was a
you
little
know.
chilly. We were freezing my baguettes off.
He might have had a few cocktails
He's
by
a
this
tough
point in
guy,
time.
though.
No, he is. He hunts. Can't stand out in the cold by a fire, though.
He probably wasn't wearing his
Hey.
snowmobile outfit.
His stories are tough, but I don't know in reality if that's what happened.
So this flamboyant guy and D. Wash, the guy that took us,
Yes.
I don't know if they were standing there FaceTiming or whatever.
If I
with
remember,
somebody.
D. Wash, he had won a big game night when he was a child. 13, 14 years
he's
old.
big into the hunting.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
So the flamboyant guy is holding his cell phone with D. Wash right here, right? Doing this.
Selfie?
Holding it like a selfie.
We call that a selfie where I come from.
D. Wash walks over, or I'm sorry, Double D walks over and wham, knocks the phone out of the guy's hand.
Just drops it on the cement. Bam.
Like that big fella.
It was. I felt kind of bad for him, but
Because he wanted to go. It was time to go.
so you just knock his cell phone off. Somebody.
If I ever said anything bad about Dave and or his colon, I take it back.
That's right. That's
And
right. You'll
the
break your
mystery
fucking cell
person,
phone.
the mystery person that gave me a gummy at the Lions game may have been DD. So
There you go.
Ugh.
There you go. So
Sounds
shout
like
out
a
to
fun hang to
both
me.
D's, D Wash and Double D, and that's it.
Remember
that's
we
all I
saw
got.
D. Wash at Norm Macdonald
We
that time?
did, yeah. He was pretty tuned up that night too.
yeah.
I saw him
D-Wash,
a year later, and I said, "Hey, I saw you
Altitude.
at Norm Macdonald." He's like, "I never saw Norm Macdonald before in my life."
About right. Yeah, that's about right. So shout out to those two. Shout out to
That's a
shout
true
out to
story.
shout out to neighbors
Facts.
Stacy and neighbor Greg.
Oh
who
yeah, we did.
yeah, we hooked up with
visit
them
their
down there.
tailgate. Had a burger and a
Yeah.
chachi.
I might have had a sausage times two.
GP,
GP.
GPE,
GPE.
GPA.
Greg Peterson.
Oh, the Greg Peterson experience. No,
That's-
no. Neighbor Greg.
This is
Different
neighbor
Greg. Different Greg.
Neighbor Greg.
With the loudest stereo you'll ever hear in the back
Yeah,
of
he
a car.
was blazing.
Hey, yours
Is he
melted.
watching all every college basketball game of the
No,
year?
it's different Greg.
This
Okay.
Greg, no.
Different Greg.
Greg, no.
College basketball will be starting up soon.
Yeah, it will be.
I got
NBA's
somebody
going.
for you, Rich. An insider, if you will.
Don't do it.
Greg Peter.
Don't
Greg
do
Peterson.
it. Don't
I already
do it.
picks every game.
He
Every
handicaps
game.
every single game.
Wow.
Don't do it.
I'm a fan of gets me through tax season. Watching all the
Place your
college
bets. Winners.
It's time. We got
At
a
least
bunch of
5-1.
winners.
Tones
We gave you a bunch of
guaranteed.
winners.
5
Cash
and
and
1.
tickets.
I
There's
think
your ticket
all
right
I
there.
feel like the group might go positive next week.
Yeah.
I think it's entirely possible.
Get your
Maybe
funds
not
ready.
probable.
I'm going to virtually
But definitely
guarantee
possible.
that I'm going to be negative this week. So
Fight inflation with the
safe
BS
bet.
Well,
guys.
we're off to a good start. We got Tennessee up 3.
do that with what you will.
That's going to be all the damage we're going to do. Anything else you guys want to add? If not, we're calling it.
See you next week.
Next week.
Code blue.
Be
Thursday.
good. Sad. Lions
7
bye week.
o'clock. We'll see you. We got to do the. Ooh,
Piss my
does that work?
pants, fellas.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay. We'll see you guys.
Bye.
Bye bye. Daryl's going to go
Yeah,
pee.
my glasses.